All right. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Avic. I'm here with my buds Switch and Dawn, and this is another episode of Rooftop Weekly. Now, I gotta work tonight, so I'm gonna try to get through this stuff as quickly as I can. I don't think there's all that much. Well, actually, no. There's quite a few things to go through, but I guess like very quickly, since there is only a couple of us here, we could probably talk about our weeks real quick. Uh, which you can go first. How's your week been? Also, happy
Uh,
for Fourth of July to
yeah,
anyone
yeah.
watching
Happy
this in the
Fourth of
future.
July. All that good stuff.
Right, right.
Independence is an amazing thing.
It actually
Um,
is.
uh, yeah. I mean, my week's been chill for the most part. I'm still trying to find work and everything. And I applied for like this tech internship in the last day that they're doing that the application closes is I think the 10th. So hopefully I'll be able to start work soon, and then I'm also going to be doing this uh tech like this tech what is it? It's uh boot camp thing where they kind of speed run you through like cybersecurity and stuff like that. So I'll be
Interesting.
I'll be doing that in towards the end of July. So my
Man,
schedule's going to be busy if I can get this paid internship, but I don't give a damn because
Do
it gets
you
money in my pocket. Plus, I get a chance to learn and advance my career and that kind of thing. So yeah,
do you know how much they're paying you?
about like 20 an hour. It is part time, but I mean,
Oof.
I've been out of work since last year, so I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
That's fair enough.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is fair enough. I wanted to try getting into cybersecurity and stuff like that, but I don't have the experience for it. Maybe
Well,
I
I
can
mean, I was about
maybe
to say you can always learn. I think
I,
you could if you find the right place.
right, or I can just like apply through an internship because like those are like entry level, aren't they? Or no?
Yeah,
I would assume so.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're entry
So
level.
I could just like get lucky with one of those. It's just there's not a lot of jobs like that down here. So I have to
First thing
so
I see is Jax in a maid outfit. That was my idea. You're welcome. I'm sorry, baby.
uh um so I think a lot of the jobs like that are more up north or like in Louisiana and all them cuz down south there's nothing but water and water and and fish and boat. That's it. Hello there. Um so uh I'll talk more about that on my week, but that's something that I was looking into.
I
I
literally,
mean,
I
that's
was
pretty
literally
good.
thought that that's what you were doing, but I guess I wasn't
Yeah,
sure if Switch was done or
Uh,
not.
yeah, I was done. Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
okay. Well, I'll keep going. That's something I'm working towards. But I work in a shipyard, so it's gonna take a bit because uh, I had the worst day today.
Come on, it couldn't have been that bad.
I got pulled over for speeding, and then my tire exploded again.
oh,
Okay, okay, maybe that was a little unfortunate.
I was
I was just trying
so
to be optimistic here.
it's all good. It's just a little irritating, but it's all good. Um,
I mean, I don't know how expensive tire replacements are down there. I know up here. I mean,
I
it
just
depends
got
on where you
the
go.
I just got the one tire done. It was like $60.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Also, if you guys hear explosions outside, the people up here in my state have been celebrating all week. I don't know how it is like wherever you guys are. I'm assuming it's probably the same for you, Switch, since we're in the same region. But yeah, Fourth of July started like 5 days ago, apparently.
I was saying
Use
no, nothing's.
crazy
Well, I
TFT
mean, it
rotation.
rained. Well, it's been like super hot over here for like the past couple weeks. Ugh,
I
and
know.
like the heat index is like 105, and I'm like, no, drop kick this.
It literally
Drop this
has
shit.
been
It's
like
too
that
hot.
too.
And then today I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be doing anything. Cause it rained for like. It started off sunny in the morning. It was hot this morning. Then it like stormed for like what, like an hour and a half. Then now it's kind of stabilized.
That's
And so yeah,
That's exactly what it's been like over here. Like, and it's been like that all week. Like, and you would think the rain would maybe cool the air down, but this is Mississippi. The air's humid. There's nothing but hot water in the air now.
Right.
It's just hot breath air.
Hot
Ugh.
breath air is crazy, and that
Like-
is, ugh.
Like, it is not pleasant. It's like now now I'm hot and I'm sweating more.
Yeah,
And,
no,
like,
it's-
And as far as the fireworks, my neighbor has been blasting them into the sky for like the past. Well, he stopped doing it now, but like about an hour or so ago, they were shooting some. I know tomorrow I'm gonna be shooting some with my pops and them, and annoy my neighbor over there. So that should be a little fun.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Let me catch up on these comments real quick. So Amp says least crazy profile picture rotation so far. Do you even know who my character is that I have a profile picture of here? Because I guess the other two are obvious. But do you know which character I'm using for a profile picture? Because I feel like she's become a little obscure recently. And I only say a little because I hear nobody talking about this game or the characters in this game, like, at all. But except the twins. Those are the only characters I really hear anybody talk about. Also, Cosmic Paradox says, they're irking me with these fireworks. It storms for a brief period, and when it all stops, all hell want to break loose. I'm assuming it's going to slow down after tomorrow, because tomorrow's the actual fucking holiday. I could be
Hell
wrong,
no.
though, but I assume it's going to slow down after tomorrow. I would hope so. I would think so. So we'll see. Dave says, hey, how's everyone doing? I'm doing amazing, man.
Hello
Doing
there.
good.
Greetings. Hola.
Here is Jet's bum ass in the chat instead of on stage again. I'm assuming that you're probably working. I'm being after I get out of the show. Oh, okay, you're not working. You're showering. Okay.
You
All
couldn't
good.
have showered earlier.
Well, that's-
Fraud.
That's a good point. Definitely could have showered earlier. Like, why'd
Yeah.
you take so long? Also,
Yeah.
5 people watching. Damn. If y'all ain't subbing and liking, what are y'all doing? Damn.
definitely.
Y'all probably
sub
already
and
did, but I
like.
can't. Yeah.
I fell asleep. That sounds like a skill issue.
Shut the fuck up, bozo. I mean, we're both calling you out, so which one's the bozo? I know it ain't me.
How's the one person that sleeps a lot awake for the get out?
You fucking started that entire insult and just tripped and fell. Good job. Cosmic Paradox says, I doubt it since tomorrow's the 4th. I don't appreciate hearing explosions after midnight. Well, that's what I mean. After tomorrow, after the 4th, what day is it? Friday? So Sunday. I'm assuming it's going to slow down Sunday. I hope. But yeah, no. Of course it's going to probably be at its worst tomorrow.
Your existence is a skill issue. Ain't that the truth?
I mean, I can't tell who he's. I'm assuming that was referring to you because you said skill issue. I think, but, or that could be towards me. I can never tell with this dude because he just be going after people just randomly. But as far as my week has gone, it's honestly been really good. I got nothing to complain about, so I'm not going to. I'm still waiting for to start this new job opportunity that's going to have me off these overnights because as good as the money is, A, I can make that good money elsewhere, and B, it's just too many people that I gotta try to freaking like help out and do stuff for that I can't. Being on the overnights just ain't working. Plus, I hate having to sleep in the. I've gotten tired of having to sleep in like the morning, especially since I can never stay asleep in the morning. There's always something that's causing me to have to wake up and then lay back down because I didn't get a full like 7 hours of sleep. I got maybe closer to like 4 or 5, and it's just like I can't really function all that well off of that. So this is my second to last week at this particular position, and I'll be going. I'll be going back to my old job, but at a different branch, which is what I wanted to begin with. I don't know why I just couldn't get that from the get go, because that's what I asked for. And the freaking people that I was working under, like, immediately were not helping, were not any help. And I don't know if they just thought that I was such a good worker that they just wanted me to stay there and just lampshaded the fact that I didn't want to stay because I wasn't getting paid enough and we weren't getting raises. I'm like, bro, like, it just sucks that I had to basically like work around like this because it's gonna make my resume look like shit. But I don't know. At this point, I might not even include this last place that I stayed at on my resume because staying somewhere for fucking only a few weeks probably doesn't look great. So I'll probably just ignore this last place that I worked at and just say that I worked at the place I'm going back to like the entire time. But it's been messing with my sleep schedule because I'm still tired after sleeping multiple times. That too, like Lay can't sleep unless I'm like sleeping with her. So that's also another reason why I don't want to be on overnights anymore because it's inconveniencing her. But other than that, I'd say my week's been fine. My week's been good. Uh, Unfortunately, with some of the posts that are coming up later, it's gonna be not so good. But we'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. I'm assuming some of the others are probably going to be joining us pretty soon. But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead. Got the date change for these. I'll join in a few minutes. Oh yeah, he forgot the fucking. He forgot that Psychosis Scoper. Indeed. Chris forgot that we were doing weekly on Fridays now, at least for the time being. I want to keep it on Fridays, but we'll see what happens. Because the job that I'm moving to is going to give me 410s again. So most likely I won't be able to do this on a day that I work anymore. But I already forgot what day of the weeks that I'm going to have off. Well, what days of the week I'm going to have off. So I'll keep y'all posted for that. So the first thing that I want to share is this. Let me see if I can find it. I'm just looking so forward to that second fucking monitor. It's gonna be so hype. Okay, so
Doomsday Weeks.
Switch showed me this. Apparently, the plot for Avengers Doomsday has already been leaked, which sucks because this was actually a movie that I was kind of looking forward to. So,
They don't have them in this article, do they?
Yeah,
who?
they do.
I don't want to be spoiled, to be honest.
Okay. I
Um,
can. I'm pretty curious about this. What I can do is, if you want, you could step out for a bit. I'll try to go through this. Well, no, no, no. You know what? Since you usually dip out towards the end, I'll leave this as the last thing we go over instead. So you won't have to leave. I'll look at something else for the time being. Hopefully Switch is still here by the time we go over that. I guess
Yeah.
let me know, Switch, if you're planning on like leaving like in the near like future, and then maybe we can like switch to that specific topic and cover it real
Okay.
quick.
yeah.
Um, why is this not fucking? Hold on. This isn't this isn't fucking translated, even though it was translated on my it was translated on my phone. Okay, give me 1 second.
I'll just
Just because
read
this is
it
a
off of the phone.
okay, I'm gonna. Well, that's literally what I was gonna go do if you just let me do it.
Wow, so smart.
Crackhead.
That
Hey,
Where is?
I can read some of these. It says Endless Possibility, Sonic Unleashed slash Sonic World Adventure, Endless Possibility.
I'm so
Sony
mad because
Swap.
I'm so mad at you because I thought that you actually were talking about some of the kanji, but no, you were just talking about the fucking English words that every time I want to think that you're cool, you just fucking ruin it. It's like, oh wow, freaking dog could read Japanese. Nope.
Here to ruin your expectations.
Absolutely.
Furthermore,
Let me find my following list. Moya Otani. I think this is one of the last things that he posted. Let me see if I could find it. Well, actually, what am I doing? I could just go to Discord on my phone and then find the post that way. Again, I don't know why it doesn't just automatically translate on here. Maybe it does in the app, but I'm not logging in. I'm not fucking doing the app. Okay. So I found the translated variation. It says regarding the use of endless possibility within the game, we have obtained permission for the perpetual use of the original master in Sonic Unleashed slash Sonic World Adventure. This permission includes future platforms as well. So even if Sonic Unleashed slash Sonic World Adventure is ported in the future, the original version of Endless Possibility will continue to be used. Please rest assured about this point. Now, before I go into what really excites me about this post. The post underneath it, it was a one, basically the one that he was referring to. And this one says, some of you might be concerned about the fact that Endless Possibility is not included in the streaming album Forever Fast 35th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a new musical album for Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously. Um, so I'd like to talk a little bit about it. It's also the anniversary year after all. So regarding this track, there's a circumstance Sega does not hold the master rights. We do hold half the copyright. Back when 2008 Sonic World Adventure was being produced, that was how the contract terms ended up. This time, the licensing team worked diligently with all the relevant parties, and we were able to obtain permission for the inclusion on the CD. But due to business customary reasons, it couldn't be realized for streaming. I fully understand that explaining this background doesn't resolve the frustration of those who want to hear the original recording via streaming, and I personally feel the same disappointment rather than an emotional issue. This disappointment, rather than an emotional issue, this was a decision within the framework of rights and business, so that was the story behind it. The original recording included on the CD has been given new mastering specifically for this release, improving the sound quality. I'd be thrilled if you could enjoy it on CD. There's potential for an arranged version. So if the opportunity arises someday, I'd like to make it happen. I can't make any specific promises, but I'd be delighted if you could look forward to it. Now, the thing that has me interested is the previous post, basically where he was saying that, if the game is ported, we won't have to worry about any discrepancy with, Endless Possibilities specifically. I'm pretty sure Sega owns every other piece of music in that game. But the fact of the matter is that we have heard like definite no's when it comes to games that are coming to the future, include, one of which being Sonic Adventure 3, which I don't even really think anybody cares about that game anymore. But I do find it very interesting that he says if. He's like, if the game is ported. I don't think that there is an official port of Sonic Unleashed like out there currently. I know that there's Unleashed Project, Recompiled, and then there's, of course, the backwards compatibility through Xbox. But other than that, I don't think that there's any version of the game outside of the original 2008 release that is available to the public. The funny thing is that he says that there's a chance that could happen in the future because of the music, and basically said like if the game is re-released or whatever, it's gonna be the original Endless Possibilities track. I feel like he said that for a reason, and he didn't just say that like, you know, he didn't just talk out of the side of his ass. Like when people from Sega talk, they usually say things for a very specific reason. So I just think that that's really hype. The fact that unlike Sonic Adventure 3, the idea of Unleash is not being like remastered or whatever, it's still very much a possibility. And as someone that is a big fan of Sonic Unleashed, like it's probably still my favorite Sonic game. Maybe Sonic Shadow Generations is really, really like trying to give it a run for its money.
I mean, two things. Number one, with the success of Sonic X Shadow Generations, I mean, if they were to re-release Sonic Unleashed, and make it for a decent price with like extra DLC and frills and stuff, I'm pretty sure people would buy it.
Absolutely.
Number one, but then also too, wasn't there like one of the Sonic devs that came out and said that he wants like all of the old school, I think like 360 era Sonic games available to modern consoles?
Yeah, I think he did say something about that. I remember making a video about it too, basically to where like one of the directors was saying like he really wants to see those kind of like adventure era / modern era games, revitalized in some way.
Yeah. I mean, if they were to do like, because they could put Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the same disc. I mean, I don't, that would be fine.
Mhm.
I could see them doing Sonic Unleashed, and maybe Shadow the Hedgehog if they wanted to remaster it, or bump that. If they could remaster Shadow the Hedgehog from the ground up, and just make the story better. Even if like even if like the storyline for Shadow the Hedgehog isn't that good in terms of the remaster, if they were to remaster it, people would still buy it just because it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Plus, you know, the level design in Sonic X Shadow for like the Shadow gameplay was actually really good. So yeah,
Absolutely, it was. I think a Shadow the Hedgehog remake is definitely possible, especially if they remake it in the Hedgehog engine and make it play like Shadow Generations, which they absolutely could. They would
yeah.
have to make some different tweaks to like maybe like mission structure and things like that, but it would 100% be possible, and I want it so bad. Day says I
Mm,
need a writers collection. A writers collect like the
yeah.
Sonic franchise like used to be kind of big with collections, but again, like I said in my video, the collections were really only for like the Genesis era, like 16-bit era, like games, which I mean I think is cool, but I don't understand why they didn't continue to do that. You know, case in point, they could have easily, you know, at some point made like an Xbox collection or a Dreamcast era collection with like maybe Adventure One, Adventure Two, Heroes. Hell, I would even say maybe throw Shadow in there as well. Um, I almost said '06, but I feel like '06 needs to be like maybe lumped in with like the more modern games, like maybe Unleashed or Colors or something. But yeah, a Riders collection. There's absolutely no reason why we don't have a Riders collection or a Rush collection. We don't have that either, which
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Riders. I think Riders is more of a cult classic because I mean, the only way I could see Riders because look, racing games don't. I mean, they're popular, but like people would only play them for like 5 minutes before moving on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
Sonic's still not like Sonic's definitely like one of the king franchises when it comes to the double A market, which is probably what Second wants for it anyway. But as far as like triple A, it's been a while since Sonic has been considered triple A, I think, and I think maybe they need to kind of like get back to the point where Sonic becomes profitable enough to be worth at least $60 consistently, like all of his games be worth consistently $60. I think like we need to get to that point before they would even consider, you know, maybe bringing some of the older classics and putting them together in a compilation of sorts, because that is something that AAA usually does and are usually consistently successful with.
yeah,
Not always, but usually that is a thing reserved for like the big dogs. Um, but I would like to see it though. I don't think there's a reason why they can't at some point do it in the future. And even then, I feel like even like with their status in the double A market, they could still do it and they would just have to make it like double A price. Which what even is that at this point? I think that
$40,
is that
forty
I don't know.
dollars.
Is that? I don't know if it is. I feel like it's gone up with everything else. I don't know. Like I feel like double A is probably closer to like 50 at this point.
I
But
mean,
I
because you
see
have
Sega
like,
still selling it for 40 though.
I mean, you have like freaking JRPGs that get remastered, and they run up between $40 and $50. So you know,
Right. I guess at that point it's just like is $40 or $50 enough for Sega to do that though?
because I
To
mean,
make
how
that
much was
collection.
Sonic? How much was Sonic Colors? Sonic Colors was like $40, right?
Right, it was. But it was
Yeah,
just
so that's
one it
just like
was
one
one
game.
game though.
If you want like a whole collection, like if they did like what is it, Sonic Adventures and Sonic Heroes, right? Like if they did a collection where it was like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Sonic Heroes, I wait that's probably going to be like $60.
Right. And that's where my question lies is like does Sega see them selling enough for them to I guess feel like the effort is worth it. And I think it would be, but again, I've been a Sonic fan my entire life. So my opinion towards that might not hold that much weight.
I
Like it
feel like it. I feel like it actually might because I feel like there are more people that have jumped on Sonic during like the adventure, like DX era, the adventure era than you know OG Sonic 1. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like now there's more people that have grown up playing, like, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 or Sonic Unleashed than than those that are willing to go back and play like Sonic 1, 2, and 3, like from back in the day. So I feel like there'd be more people that would buy a re-release of like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, especially since if you don't have an Xbox, or I don't know if Sonic Adventure's on Steam.
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, if Sonic Adventure's on Steam, then that's a little bit different. But you know, if it's on PS4 and X, well, I mean, because you can buy it on. I think it might be on X. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 is on Xbox.
Yeah, they're on
You just got to get it
Xbox.
digitally.
Right.
You would have to give me a little bit more to convince me to come out of pocket and buy. I need more than Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 in this collection when I
Right.
could just go pay $10 on and play it on my Xbox for half the price.
Right. That's another thing. Like when Sonic Team, when it comes to adding stuff to collections and adding stuff to, they used to be really good with it, but something happened because I would argue, Sonic Gems Collection, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which is probably at the top of the food chain when it comes to the older Sonic collections, and then Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection with just how good it looked, the UI, just the sounds, just the vibe of it. They used to be really good when it came to including like extra stuff, but at the exact same time, they piggybacked real hard off of just their connection with Sega. Because I would say you were there for Sonic, but the bonus like meat and like the bonus like potatoes and dessert and stuff were all the other like obscure like Sega titles like Comic Zone. I don't know about the Ooze, Vector Man 1 and 2. Dynamite Heady, Rystar. Those classics. Those made those collections that were basically because basically without those extra Sonic games, it's just the first 3 games over and over. Maybe Sonic's like Dr. Robotnik's Bean Machine, Sonic Spinball, but you're mainly there for an easier way to play like the first 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I think that Adventure 1, Adventure 2, and Heroes can carry the game, and it just being convenient that they're there is good. But if they're going to sell it for like $50-$60, I agree that they got to add something else because again, if you charge like $50-$60, you're still getting ripped off because you can get both Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for like $10 each on Xbox. And if you really want to, you can get Heroes on like you can get Heroes on like a classic Xbox or even like I think it's backwards compatible on the 360, and that's like gonna be way cheaper.
Yeah, Heroes, I think so. I think it might be backwards compatible. I think Heroes might be backwards compatible. Yeah.
I
Because
think it is.
we're talking stuff that people don't have access to anymore, and
Right. That would be one plus of it. But again, I think they need to if they put Shadow the Hedgehog in there too, I think that would definitely help because Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are harder to access because they're not backwards compatible. I don't know if Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog are on Steam. I don't think they are. So that bringing those 2 older games that were really hard to that are kind of really hard to play now, that would help. I would buy those 4 games for $60, for like $50-$60 if I just had all 4 of those games on one disc. But I do think that they need to go the Mega Collection Plus route and add like a bunch of like bonus stuff to it, whether it's other Sega games, manuals, concept art, comics, shit like that. Just everything basically surrounding those 4 games as far as bonus features go needs to be on that collection. That needs to be the definitive way to play those 4 games.
Hang on.
Yo, Jeff.
Hello.
What is up with you?
I'm a little confuzzled.
Why are you confuzzled?
A little bit.
Why is that?
Perchance, do you hear a slight echo when you talk?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was trying to kind of adjust your audio to see if I could fix that.
So I'm going to explain to you why that is. That's my speaker.
Okay.
Because I just got my computer back today. And he said if I'm still getting audio stuttering, to let him know bring it back, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay. I tried to put my headphones. I started getting light stuttering. Nothing, not as crazy as it was before. It was still stuttering every now and again. Maybe like 30 minutes in between. 30 minutes every couple of times. But I decided to
Right.
connect to the new speaker that I bought. Not a damn bit of stutter to be found.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Your technology is being fucking funky.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
Okay,
no stuttering to be found. So now, I'm guessing the problem was just all my other fucking Bluetooth audio devices were shit.
seems that way. Yeesh.
So the speaker is the only way I'm gonna have audio for however long until I get new functioning headphones again.
I mean, well, I hope you're able to rectify that soon, and can't have you with shitty audio all day.
I
But
can try this. See if that changes anything.
let me see what Day said
Oh,
real
that's
quick.
higher.
So Day says, I just need them to give it to someone trustworthy to port or do it themselves. I don't need a Colors Ultimate situation again. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another thing that's very, very important. If they are going to make any new collections or remasters or re-releases, they need to find someone that can competently
Or-
do that. Because
Or
fucking
good.
I was gonna say that because it sucks, but when it comes to bugs and glitches, that's unfortunately something that's tainted Sonic Team throughout the years for a very long time, and I don't think we need to add another game that is known purely and overshadowed by the issues that it has, the graphics, or not the graphics, but the buggy issues that it has, because for all intents and purposes, even though Sonic Colors is very low on the list as far as my favorite Sonic games go, the game itself is good. So it being played with all those freaking bugs and shit at the start before they were patched out is it's unnecessary. You're just handicapping yourself. You're
I was gonna say
literally shooting yourself in the foot.
unacceptable even because it's like you don't care about your reputation. You just know people are gonna buy it just because, and it's like you're gonna release this anyway. And then I remember when when Sonic Colors dropped, and people were just the internet just went just nuts because of
If
how
we're gonna
bad
talk
it
about
was.
collections and the situation with that, with Sega doing collections again, let's just hope it doesn't end up like Sonic Origins again. Because Sonic
Yeah.
Origins on release was a fucking mess.
And,
See,
and, and
I
also
wouldn't know.
too,
I didn't get it
I,
on release.
and I was gonna say, and also too, I'm still pissed at the fact that they didn't get all the music. Just saying.
Yeah, no,
That's always, I will
a
say this, that's always been a legal issue. It's why we've never gotten a re-release of Sonic 3 officially.
Yeah.
Because Sega used the music even though they technically weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
it sucks because it's like Sega's known for making good music. Like, I don't understand why they can't just make a banger soundtrack for Sonic 3 to replace MJ's music. That's what I don't
That's what I'm
understand.
trying
Sure,
to
it won't be the same, but what can we do? We can't raise the nigga from the dead. We
I was
probably
gonna say they could
shouldn't.
get, I was gonna say they could get T Lopes to do it. They could get T Lopes to make some shit. Like
Absolutely
he
could.
did the music for freaking Mania.
Right, they could literally just have fucking T
Yeah,
Lopes
get
make the
T-Lopes
music
to
for
do some
Sonic
shit.
3, and people will eat it up because they ate up the music for Sonic Mania.
Menu.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's not hard. It's like you guys are
Hell,
literally just making things
for all
difficult for
intents and
yourself for no
purposes, one of
reason.
the things that I saw the game get praised for, TSR, was its soundtrack.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
TSR's
its
music was
soundtrack
great.
is probably one of the most memorable things about it. And a good
Mhm.
chunk of that soundtrack was T-Lopes.
Yeah, no, it was TSR's music was top tier. It was one of the bigger reasons why I kept trying to play it despite all of the fucking connectivity issues, which I'm so glad that doesn't seem to be as bad of a thing in Cross Worlds. It seems like they finally fucking figured out how to make a server room that doesn't fucking like set to fire as soon as the door's closed. But
What's crazy to me is they figured this out back in what fucking year was it? Hang on. No, I need to look it up.
I would say if you're gonna say transformed, I agree. The connectivity in
Yes,
transformed
fucking
was
2012
was
They figured
so
this
much
out in
better.
2012.
I don't understand how they. And the thing is, it's not like the game was free of jank. But one thing that I knew how to do is fucking keep a freaking race connected. Never had to worry about a race being disconnected or you being like removed from a lobby.
God fucking knows.
I don't understand what the fuck happened there. But
yeah, I do want Sega to make another collection though. Just don't push the people like you did with the Origins team. You gotta push them to get the game out the door.
Yeah, Origins was rushed.
Yeah, because that was the thing we talked about, like multiple dev people, like, oh, we were pushed to get the game out the door.
Yeah,
I did not know that they were rushed. I swear, Sonic Team never learns from their mistakes.
At the very nope. They were like, at the very least, it runs, it functions, it plays like it's supposed to, but it's not at the state we want it to be at. Which is just kind of it is what it is. The higher ups want it to be out the door by this date, so it's out the door.
I don't even know why Sega does this. They have other IPs that they could fill in the gaps for while they wait for their other ones to freaking like get done fully cooking. Like I get that Sonic fans are what? Oh yeah, no, yeah, that they fucking took a million years to make a new fucking Crazy Taxi game, and what? It was because they were running out of ideas. And it's not even just Crazy Taxi. Sega has so many legendary IPs that they just don't fucking do anything with.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you need time to finish a Sonic game, just use another IP and give the Sonic game more time.
Bro, make another fucking Puyo RPG. That shit banged on the 3DS. Make another one. It'll bang again.
If anything, I don't think you should have to do this, but if anything, just bring some of the spin-offs back. Like, there are plenty of spin-offs that Sonic fans will be happy with if you bring them back so you can focus more on the main game and make sure it's polished. Like, bring back Rush, bring back fucking I guess we're not ready to bring Adventure's not a fucking spin-off.
Or even just porting things back.
Or ports.
Just like a fucking port collection, like the fucking Sly collection or the fucking Jack and Daxter collection.
Something small to chew on so you could focus on the freaking big stuff. It's not that hard. Other companies do it all the time. Like, Sonic fans will be okay. I know, well, they won't be okay, but like, they're not gonna fucking storm your fucking like studio and fucking try to murder you, probably. But like, it's just, I don't know. There's just something about Sonic Team when it comes to appeasing Sonic fans that because they're sitting here and trying so hard to make them happy, they end up fucking like making things worse, like almost every single time.
Like, you know what you gotta do?
Ignore Sonic fans.
Just tell them shut up. The game will be done when
it's ready. Pull Harada and be like, it'll be done when it's ready to be done. Don't ask me for shit. All right.
That's exactly what I was doing. Because you wanna know what's funny? They did that before. I forget what fucking game it was. But one of the main people was like, stop asking us about it. It'll be done when it's done. It'll be ready when it's ready, and it'll be out when it's done. Damn.
Like, I think that was a meme for Fallout, but I think the only reason that was even memed is because even after the CEO that I can't remember the name of said that, the game still ended up like coming out like dog shit. I think it was 76. Yeah, it was 76. The famous line, it'll be done when it's done, or it'll be ready when it's ready. And then when they put it out, it still wasn't ready. Like, so what the fuck did you say that for?
The oven, uncooked. No seasoning.
The nigga said that this steak is going to be done freaking medium rare, and you are going to wait until it is done completely. They brought that shit out. It was fucking well done.
You delivered to me a live cow. How dare you?
That's funny. You're a live cow.
Literally,
like, how fucking dare you? Dishonor on you and dishonor on your cow.
Like, you order a chicken and it's just straight white meat. Just no skin.
Still bloody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just put it on the grill.
Just put it on the grill for like 2 seconds, and it's like, okay, it's done now.
You see that smoke coming off of it? It's cooked.
For a second, can I just say, red velvet cake is fucking amazing.
Oh god, red velvet cake does sound good.
I'm eating some right now. It's so fucking good. Oh my god.
God, you really are a fat
I
ass.
really shouldn't be eating this. I gotta go to bed like fucking 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
you
hear you over your fatness.
Fuck off.
Oh my god, I saw a comment. Like no
You fucking
season,
hillbilly.
white as hell, not
the
even
fuck?
fucking pepper. Damn. Okay, but let's jump into the next topic of the day. Share screen. We're gonna talk about some Marvel Tokon.
My
Uh,
goat.
There are a couple of videos that were shown. Well, were put in the server. This first one is about the
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
They are lighting off fireworks like it's no tomorrow. At least wait until midnight. Damn.
Yeah, no,
this is
Impatient asses.
like I ain't gonna lie, and this is probably a hot take considering my skin complexion. I see myself as fairly patriotic, but I guess that's just because I have this like kind of overwhelming like feeling that I should be grateful for a lot of stuff, like even when things kind of suck. So I do see
no,
myself as kind of patriotic. So I for the only reason that I want the fireworks to stop is because the missus wants them to stop. I really don't mind them all that much, to be honest.
I only
with
mind
you.
them because I have to go to bed in a few hours, and y'all
Yeah,
like them
I
outside
love-
my house.
yeah, I love them, but they can be annoying. But
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. So yeah, like I said,
wait till tomorrow morning. Light them off all fucking day. Shit, I'll join you.
yeah, like best case scenario, it'll get real crazy on Saturday, and then hopefully everyone will have it out of their fucking system. All right, but let's show off the Samurai Outriders team. Which how the fucking like team names work in this game is it's a little odd. But I can definitely understand it. It reminds me a little bit of Ultimate Alliance because they had the same kind of thing where they add like different names for different teams.
I will say, there's one thing about this trailer two things for this trailer that pisses me off. One of them is me being a dork. One of them is more of a why.
I see.
And I'll bring up the why when we get to it.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce your glorious champion,
Shit station.
the Fighting Avengers, the Unbreakable X-Men, the Amazing Guardians, the Knights of
Peter really just got the most random team known to man.
Yeah, what was it called? The Amazing Guardians. Only one person there is a guardian of the galaxy.
I was just saying also, other than okay, look, Star-Lord's okay, but other than Penny, there's only one person in that other than her that's amazing. So yeah.
I was about to say I I'm gonna say it, bro. Some of these teams, some of these characters would work better on other teams. I think, like you have Miss Marvel here. I don't know why she's here when I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel and Nova are gonna be in this game.
It's like because she works with Peter fairly often.
I mean, who doesn't though?
That's here's my thing, right? Why is Star-Lord here? Why is Peter Quill here?
Because he's worked with Spider-Man.
Daredevil or some shit.
Like, well, yeah, like why Star-Lord working with Spider-Man, Like, when did they ever been cool with each other?
You got Penny, cool. That's another Spider person. He works with other Spider people on the regular. Penny's pick any fucking which one of them. They chose Penny, cool. Miss Marvel, a hero he works with on the regular. Okay, fine. Why the fuck is this nigga Peter Quill here?
She must only work with him in the comics because I've never seen this bitch work.
I've never seen them work with each other either. So
these niggas have worked together once.
Huh?
Who? These have worked together one time.
Who? Peter Quill and Spider-Man?
Yes.
Okay, because I was about to say
that was during a time where the entire universe was in danger, so everyone was working together.
Well, yeah.
So that technically doesn't even count.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this is not the team that I would choose, but it's obvious that this game caters more towards the comic book fans, which fine.
Okay.
But I would argue Marvel Rivals caters more towards the movie fans and the TV show fans, so it's fine.
I would argue Marvel Rivals is currently very much catering to the X-Men fans than anybody else.
I mean, sure, but
It's just been X-Men. Every fucking patch has been at least one X-Men or someone affiliated with the fucking X-Men.
that
Like, I get
is
it. There's
that
a
is
lot of
fair.
X-Men.
Yeah, and then we're pushing towards bringing the X-Men officially into Marvel completely, and then doing a fucking reboot. So it's like, I get it. If Jet says that these two being on the same team makes sense, then I'm just gonna have to accept that.
Knights of Doom.
It still wouldn't be my personal choice, but it's more of a. At least there's more logic to it than.
I didn't know fucking Carnage was gonna be in here. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah,
awesome. Bro, Carnage is not. Carnage has been getting fucking shafted recently, bro.
Shafted for so long.
I'm so glad he finally gets to actually be in something that's most likely going to be amazing.
I was gonna say when that
Doom trailer, that nigga looks like a demon.
As he should.
I was gonna say, well, that Let There Be Carnage movie was dog water.
We don't talk about Let There Be Carnage. We do not talk about Carnage. We do not talk about that fucking. The ending theme was the best part of that movie. Looking at movie.
We don't talk about Let There Be Carnage. No, this fucking team.
What a
Peter
fucking
did something to
joke,
piss
bro.
Doom off. You got Green Goblin and Carnage.
Green
Only
Goblin,
reason
yeah.
Magneto's here is so you can't say this was targeted.
What? How would it be targeted?
Both of these niggas hate Spider-Man's guts.
I mean, what does Doctor Doom? How does Doctor Doom feel
Magneto
about
just
Spider-Man?
finds him mildly annoying, but
Right, yeah.
Does Doom just not give a fuck?
I mean, he's Doctor Doom. Like,
Exactly. Don't give a fuck about nobody.
Is that you know what?
I was gonna say Doctor Doom
That's
barely.
fair.
I was like, Doctor Doom barely gives a fuck about the Fantastic Four, but when has anybody ever given a fuck about the Fantastic Four?
He only gives a fuck about the Fantastic Four because of fucking Reed Richards.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, he doesn't even give a shit about the Fantastic Four. He only gives a shit about Reed.
Yeah, nobody gives a
hilarious.
fuck about the. Nobody gives a fuck about the Fantastic
You
Four.
guys
Man.
are
Like, let's just
involved by
call it.
association.
I
Leave
mean,
that
yeah.
nigga alone. I will leave y'all alone. I just got beef with this nigga.
Right? Yeah.
I do.
I was gonna say, shoot. I was gonna say, but Doctor Doom could body like most of the Fantastic Four. He would just have
He's done it
philosophical debates with
before.
Reed Richards. He would have a philosophical debate with Reed Richards before beating the daylights out of him. That's what I would do. At least.
Probably. I do want to.
I don't like the Fantastic Four, bro.
I do want to make it known that the closest that the Fantastic Four have ever gotten to being in a fighting game in recent years is all having their fucking moves stolen by a Super Skrull in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I don't remember them ever being playable in a fighting game outside of that.
I was gonna say, and the last time they were actually playable before that was Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
The Alliance, yep.
Right. I high key would want to see Reed Richards in this game, literally just to give skills an excuse
Bro,
to
give
fucking
me the
like find
Fantastic
another
Four in the
game
game.
to glaze him in. Because it's actually legitimately funny how much skills glazes Reed Richards. It's so funny.
You know who would have worked great on fucking Spider-Man's team? Pick a member of the fucking Fantastic Four. I don't care who. They treat that nigga like family. He basically is a member of the Fantastic Four.
I was gonna say, really?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. You're right because when
They
Spider-Man
love
was
that
going
nigga.
through, they gave him like a leftover Spider-Man costume when I think during like Secret Wars or something like that.
Peter's costume got fucked up. Guess who fixed it?
Yeah.
For him? Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Had the
Okay,
same
yeah.
gear that
No,
his
that's
costume.
true. That's true. It's the
They
X-Men.
fucking love and adore Peter with their hearts and souls.
Yeah, it's the X-Men that kind of fucked over Peter Parker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before I say something about well, actually no. Reed's Reed's message was up next. He says the lore reason is because the team was just made quickly on the fly, but even then, still weird. Like Plenty is just there because Quill did some fuck shit. Oh, so even the game says that the freaking team was haphazard. So what the fuck is Jet on about,
I didn't know that.
bro? I'm so glad Reed is here to fucking just correct this bullshit. I was sitting here thinking like this was just like the most like more
I
sensical
thought the
fucking
game
team
just
ever.
half-assed the team. I thought the devs just put a half-assed. No, apparently
That's not what you said though. You said that though the team mostly makes sense, because of the comics, blah blah blah.
I said Penny makes sense. There's logic behind Kamala.
You also said, you said Kamala makes sense too. You said the only person that doesn't make sense is Peter Quill, even though he's apparently the reason the team is even there.
There's a million and one better fucking pits, but sure, there's logic there. I can see it.
Okay, I'ma just continue the video. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is
Peter? There's no rhyme or reason for him to be here.
Stay out of my face, lady.
It's Ghost Rider!
My God, Robbie Reyes!
Bro, I consistently mained this guy in so many MVC games in both 3 and fucking Infinite. Ghost Rider is so fucking fun.
Bro, give me fuck a X-Man, fuck a Mutant, fuck a Spider-Man. Give me Ghost Rider and everything.
Both Ghost Rider and
everything.
both Ghost Rider and Blade are just representations of the early 2000s, and I'm here for it. They just melt early 2000s energy.
Give me a Ghost Rider 3 video game.
It's the edginess of the early It's the edginess of the early 2000s done right. That's what Ghost Rider and Blade represent, and I'm here for it.
I love Robbie Reyes. He is the GOAT.
Yeah, no, Blade is. I'm glad that at least the games don't fuck him over.
Oh, okay.
He looks so good, dog.
Yo!
He might be someone I gotta learn to.
I was gonna say, I may have to buy this just for
It's Loki! Let's go. This is already the best team in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yo.
Because why the fuck did you give Loki swag? Why did you make this cool?
That was cool.
I don't know what it is.
Make him cool.
Someone watched the Loki TV show and out of spite were like, yeah, we're just going to make Loki the best.
Let's just make this
the
nigga
swaggiest character ever.
Let's keep it
Marvel's.
I was going to say, let's do, I bet they were like, let's do what Marvel chose not to do deliberately in the movies and the TV show for Loki and just make him dope.
Exactly. Let's just make him the swaggiest
that nigga swag. I'm like, okay, that's a one-off thing. Everyone's getting some swag in that, right? Whatever.
No, they were like, nah, this shit is canon with this character now.
This is Loki agenda pushing. What is happening?
Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Okay, this is just actually how the character is now. I'm here for it.
You're just swagging.
This is just Loki now. Loki is just like the aura farmer of Marvel games now.
Loki's just got swag now. He's not a bum bitch no more.
You dislike my prattling tongue, beast?
Bro.
And I don't think
Loki looks like he's just
Loki.
Doctor Strange, but just like way more fun.
I like Bum
Wow.
Bro, and if the team wasn't already like amazing, if the team wasn't already great, here he comes, bro. Here he comes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And look at them. Look at them.
Deadpool, that's crazy.
Nolan North.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
It's Deadpool. It's Deadpool.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good answer.
So I'm gonna say this right now. Everything that Deadpool does in this trailer is a reference to something.
Well, obviously, there's the Mortal Kombat one. But what was I going to say? I was kind of hoping they would bring back Alejandro, but Nolan makes sense.
Hey, chat.
Did he just T-pose?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that's a reference to the fucking what you call it.
Deadpool's assemble. Deadpool core.
You got the Mega Man hold.
Wait. There's something else we should do. I remember. Enter.
The team name is me being a dork. Because like every member of this group was affiliated with the Midnight Suns. I understand why. But it's like,
yeah, no, this is actually just the best team in the game. I'm not gonna hear anything else. Every character on this team is just fucking swaggy for no reason.
The power of Jotunheim. Hell is coming.
Yo, what?
Penn stare.
Bruh. I may have to, when I get a job, I may have to actually get this just to play as Blade. And the rest of the Focal Net team, I kind of care now.
I kind of
Not only why is the team name is like.
I
should have been
get
called
the
Midnight
I
Suns.
get the I get
I'm
the
cool
theme
with the name Samurai Outriders. I'm just like every
I'm
member on this
alright.
team
I'm
has been
alright with it.
affiliated with the Midnight Suns. Y'all should have just made it to.
See, you know what? If this was in a, you know, it would be even more crazy. I wish this was in like a J. Marvel needs to make another JRPG or an RPG, an action RPG. They need to do it
I think they need
because
to
they've
bring.
done.
I think they need to bring back Marvel Ultimate Alliance because isn't that kind of what it was? An action RPG?
Yeah, Marvel's
I hate to
Alliance
say
was
it,
an action
Marvel did kind of
RPG.
flop, but they also just kind of shadow dropped that.
Well, the thing is that they fucking locked it on like a piece of shit. So maybe they shouldn't have done that.
That too. They
Yeah.
shadow. Not only that, but they shadow dropped it and
They
didn't.
didn't
really
say
push
anything,
it. They didn't really
and they
promote it.
locked it on like the worst console ever. Yeah, I
And
said.
then
Yeah.
they made it a
Yeah,
Switch.
no,
They
you're
made it a
right.
Switch exclusive, and they
Stupid.
didn't do much promotion for it.
Learn
But
what?
Stupid.
It's Wii U all over again. Like I wonder why this thing died. Maybe it's because I shot it in the face.
Yeah,
Like what?
yeah. The
About?
minute I found out that they put Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I was like, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Okay, say less or say more. And then they was just like, oh yeah, it's only on the Switch. Really?
Bro, literally
Do you people just not-
Squidward with the lawn chair meme, bro.
Like, do you people just not believe in cash? Like, what are we talking about?
They saw the Switch and we're like, oh, this is just a money printer. Let's just put it exclusively on and everyone will buy it. We don't even have to advertise that the game is out.
I was gonna say that's like the Chicago Bulls in the '90s with Michael Jordan, and you know they pretty much have been dominating the other team, and then all of a sudden at the end of the game, they just deflate the ball and just walk off. It's like, bruh,
Basically.
do y'all want to win? Like
Marvel Ultimate Alliance was literally doomed to fail because of that decision. And the
And
thing
then-
is,
and-
they didn't re-release it.
Yeah, and then what's worse is it's not like you can find like I found my copy of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. I have it on PS4. I can play it right now. I found my copy of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. I found it on like a random like website where you could buy like PC games and stuff like that. Just found it randomly. I think I paid like what, 40 something bucks for it, but I was like, wait a second, a copy of this? I had to make a UK PS5 PlayStation account, but who cares? I get to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
Yeah, both
I
of those
wanna
games
see
are
if I can get
most of
one
those
the
games are
PS3 versions of those
masterpieces.
games, so I can play them on there.
Yeah, both of those games were peak. It's just
Yeah,
It's just like it's one of those situations where the series dying could have 100% been avoided if the fucking big wigs weren't fucking retarded.
Yep.
Like there's no like the game hasn't even been re-released on the Switch too. That's how much fucking confidence they have in it. That's how much confidence they have in the series, which makes no fucking sense.
Right, which is stupid considering the fact that it would have made a hell of a lot more money if the game was if it was on PS4 and Xbox and Switch. Like they probably wouldn't have made like, you know, as much money as like the second game or even the first, but I'm pretty sure people would have bought it, and especially now, more people would have probably bought it, because of games like, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy and if you haven't played that game, go play that, and you know, Marvel Rivals. Like Marvel's making money off of video games. They can try it again. They just don't need to fuck it up like they did with Marvel's Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to look at the comparisons of the amount of sales that all of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games sold, and
Jesus,
yeah,
why is this so fucking loud?
huh? Why is what
No,
loud?
sorry, I was talking about my fucking audio shit.
Yeah.
And
And look at that. Freaking
It actually-
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, 2.5 to 4, Ultimate Alliance 2, 1.5 to 2 million. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 sold over 1.6 million. So it outsold Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, which is pretty crazy to think about. But if that's the case, then why not?
No, I said 1.5 to 2 million,
1 point. Yeah, that's
which means
wait,
at
what?
maximum 2 million.
Right.
So there's a chance that it didn't outsell it, because that's just an estimation.
There is a chance that it did not sell. I would like to assume that it did not. but it's like context by being restricted
Yeah,
to
1.6.
doing over 1.6 million is considered a massive commercial success, leaves it slightly behind the lifetime sales of the first game. Which, if that can't be true though, because if it really was successful, then why did the series die, and why was it not moved to other consoles? Why are we not getting a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4? Because when did Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 come out? 2019?
2019. Okay, yeah, I will say to that same end, it took them a fucking decade to even make the third one.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, and if
So
they're
like, give them
not
another
planning
decade, then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
maybe,
I mean,
the exact same reason, like in the exact same vein, though, that I feel like that's more reason to port the game to other consoles because you know that you're not going to be able to make a fourth one for a while.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's just like
you know what's crazy too? You know what's crazy too? Marvel Ultimate Alliance is making bank. I know this movie's gonna be making bank for sure. Oh, they brought Iron Man?
Yeah, I am in the game.
Oh, I want to see this.
Someone showed off like a character guide for Iron Man, which I feel like is a little random, but I think it was Day that wanted to see this. But yeah, it's a character guide for
Also-
Iron Man. He was one of my mains back in the day in
Switch.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as
Yeah.
well.
You're gonna like this fact. Sorry, I thought you were done talking.
What fact is it?
I was just gonna point something out to Switch. You can play the trailer, by the way.
Oh yeah, that I just realized what Amp was saying. Loki does kind of look like he plays like Dante. Now that I think about it, like he maybe a combination of Dante and Doctor Strange almost, because Doctor Strange has a few projectiles kind of like that too.
No. I was gonna say pause it so I can get a good look at his suit.
Oh, yeah.
Does this suit remind you of anything, perchance?
It reminds me of a
Gundam?
Yep. Look at the name. Scroll into the description of the video. Look at the name of it.
Then-
It is called the MK91 Shogun Skin.
Oh, that's clever.
That is very cool.
That's clever.
Everything about the name is a reference to White Devil.
Wow, you look amazing.
Lots of cool colors. He's got his little abilities here, his uniques, his skills, his super ultimate Tokon Assemble, which what even is the Tokon Assemble? If the
I
opponent
think that's when everybody comes in
That's the
and
group attack.
fight.
Okay, so it's like a
All out attack. Yeah, when everybody. Yeah.
Well, it also seems to be a comeback mechanic too, because you can only use it when you're very far like behind in the match. Ease of use, 4 stars. Man in the Metal is the name of his thing. That's awesome.
Let's handle this quickly.
So why this is gonna be fire or it's gonna be ass?
Characters standing, crouching, and aerial versions, light, medium, and attack. Heavy attacks also have aerial variations: forward, heavy, and down heavy. Input a succession of light, medium, or heavy normals, or a combination of standing and crouching, light, medium, heavy attacks to execute a link. Rapid movement in the chosen direction while midair. Unique free flight. Okay. Unrestricted movement while in midair for a limited time.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That is cool.
You could set up some air combos up that like that.
Absolutely. Pulse shot. Fires energy projectiles, pressing the button repeatedly.
Oh.
Go too quickly. That is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It seems like this game is trying to. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling a little bit of inspiration from Street Fighter 6 with this control scheme. Kind of making the buttons very like the main buttons very simple, which is nice. It's just more so what you can do with those buttons that becomes more complicated, which I always appreciate.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a 4-button game, which is cool.
Got your standard Unibeam.
Glad they got that. It wouldn't really be Iron Man without his Unibeam. So.
Yep.
Iron Flash. It's kind of like okay. That's kind of like Vegeta's fucking like high knee from fucking fighters. Very cool. Yeah, there's a little. Definitely a lot that you can do with that. Skill Iron Avenger.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay. That wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
that's not what I thought it was gonna be either. Just fucking stealing moves from Cap.
You just fucking send your shit.
Yeah, no, that's reminds me very. I wonder if wait, hold on.
It looks like
That
It looks like that Hulk charge from Marvel 2.
it
Yeah.
does
Hulk
look like
does.
that too, but that looks like it could be followed up. Which, if so, that's fucking
It
nasty.
definitely does, especially with one of those
Yeah,
beam
definitely
attacks.
can.
Because Iron Man recovers ridiculously, like way faster than the opponent he just hit with it.
Yeah, that looks like it could be followed up on, especially if you use a flame.
The move transitions are super cool. They remind me of Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. God, that
Okay, so
always
this game
looks so
does
good.
have.
You're welcome.
Smart missiles, very nice. Oh, you know what? That looks like it could kind of be used as an Oki. I could be wrong, but that's what that kind of looks like
Yup.
to me.
That's
Yep,
exactly what they
that is
did.
100% an Oki. Oh, that's fantastic. Iron Man looks so fucking fun.
You see the Okizeme?
I absolutely do. The only reason I even know what Okis are because of I Heart Justice. He fucking loves saying the word Oki, man. Like everything's a fucking Oki.
Oh, and okay, that's
Oh.
cool. The tags are all the different specials in whatever direction you put it in. Like,
Very cool.
Oh.
Ooh, nice. That is such a nasty amount of damage too. Bro, imagine like this combo right here, but someone else got caught in it, dude, and you have fucking invincibility frames, bro.
the amount of happy birthday.
That
you can
probably
do with
would do
that.
half damage if you caught somebody else with it, bro. That is
Yeah.
such a punishing looking combo.
And that's an auto combo too, which is
And
crazy.
it's an auto combo. So even fucking Crimson would be able to do it.
Mhm.
Ooh, the Hulk Buster.
Fully operational, sir.
Bro. Bro, I don't know why, but seeing the Hulk Buster anytime it comes back just makes me so happy. I love this thing. It
I love
might
this
be my
fucking piece
favorite
of
Iron.
shit.
Well, actually,
Ooh, you're right.
bro, what was the? Hold on.
Yeah,
Why did that
Read,
hurt
read,
so
if you
much?
hold the button,
Yeah,
it's a
right.
Oh, it activates Unibeam Overdrive at the cost of additional gauge provided. Okay, so it's like the level 5s from fucking
tag.
Spider.
Yeah.
Very true,
That's
It's like level
insane,
five.
bro.
bro. Because the move already does a good amount of damage, and then you
But
use
that
the
the move on
overdrive,
its own
which,
did like a quarter health. That just did like an extra 50.
bro.
Took it to basically half.
Dude, he's just in midair, can't do shit about it.
Right.
Bro. Yeah, no, Iron Man seems like one of those characters to where, like, if you get really good with him, if your opponent just fucks up one time, the match might be over.
You can blow them out.
The match might be
He-
over
he-
if you screw up
Here's the I
one
will blow
time.
you up if you fuck up character. Don't let me live.
Fucking Tony's like, you better not fuck up one time in my presence. Don't you fuck up one time. The hell is that?
Oh, that's the Tokon. That's not the move.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep, it's the team
okay.
attack.
Very nice.
Bruh.
Nice.
Yeah, this game is tough.
Oh, and don't forget, world class ass kicker.
I only have one requirement for this game with Iron Man.
What's the?
Give me an alternate color that is just White Devil.
I love you three.
What an alternate cover? That's just what?
Give me an alternate color that is just White Devil.
I don't know who White Devil is.
White Devil is the name of the Gundam RX-78, the White Devil Gundam, which is the Gundam that Iron Man's armor is most closest similar to. That or Exia.
Well, I could definitely
I'd
see
say go
them.
White Devil, personally.
You didn't send the Iron Man guide? Maybe I did, and I just got confused. I thought someone sent it, but maybe I sent it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So
Oh, you're talking about oh, I get it. You want like the OG Gundam.
Yes, the white and with the blue and yellow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that would be cool. That would be cool.
mm,
At
fair
first,
enough.
at first I thought you was about the. I thought you. At first I thought you was talking about the Toggies, but I'm like, no, that's not the Toggies. The Toggies is way later.
Yeah, no.
But but next thing on the list is just something that intrigued me. I don't know if it's going to be specifically what I think it's going to be, but I saw that Skybound was making a new game, and this one was based off of Invincible. I haven't started watching Invincible yet. I might have to start watching after I'm done with Ramna One Half in like 5 years. But
How far are you with that, by the way?
I'm
if you don't
still in
mind
the
me
first.
asking?
I'm still in the first season.
You're no, fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. No, that first season's kind of long.
It's definitely longer than I was expecting. I thought this show was gonna be like 3-4 seasons. I was
No,
so wrong.
it's got like eight,
It's
seven, 8 seasons.
on Tubi. It has 7 seasons. I assume that's all the seasons. I'm assuming there's no hidden OVA or movie, but I could be wrong.
There are OVAs for it.
Of course
Wait,
there
are you
fucking
watching
are.
the OG version of Ranma or the new
I'm
version?
watching.
He's
I'm
watching
watching the
OG.
original.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie
good
to you.
luck.
I'm not
I'm the one who-
interested in the remake.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
been
that's-
watching the remake. It's for all of the old anime remakes that have been coming out. It is probably by and large the best one. It's a solid show, not 10 out of 10 amazing. But if gun to my head, I have to pick which one I'd prefer between the original and this, I'd probably pick this.
I mean, that's cool. I'm
Only because,
I-
well, it's not as. Their relationship isn't as antagonistic, but it's more accurate to how their
Yeah.
relationship is.
I don't really know what that means, but I mean, I'll just take your word that it's probably better. I've got too much shit to watch, so I figure
Like
I
the
might
OG
as well.
anime really played up how antagonistic their relationship was, and it made it funnier. I'll say that.
I mean,
But
it
it kind
doesn't.
of made it harder to buy the romance part of it at times.
I have to disagree. I'm not even done with the first season, but I could already kind of tell that their relationship is a bit more schoolyardy, which makes sense because they are younger. So it actually doesn't. And now, do I think that maybe they act a little younger than they are with how fucking at each other's throats they are sometimes? Sure. But I think that was for the time was definitely seen as kind of like a way that generally 90s kids kind of like showed their affection for each other. Is like they were kind of mean to each other in an extent, but they would always be like in each other's grill. And it's just like as an adult growing up in the 90s, I can kind of be like, okay, it's obvious that they, actually do have feelings for each other because they're acting way they care way too much about how the other thinks. And like I literally these characters don't think that way about any of the other characters. Like they could give way less of a fuck. But when it comes to each other, like no, they gotta be in each other's face. Like it's just obvious to me.
That
But maybe this
that
is
was me with one
easier
of my
to
fucking exes. It was. Ugh, just thinking about it.
I mean, it's just thinking. I don't know if that makes you like a good nostalgic or if that kind of just makes you
No,
cringe. I don't
that
know.
That girl pissed me off, but she always knew just how to get right under my skin and get a reaction.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes that could be cute, but I definitely
Like,
understand that it doesn't. It's not always like
I
that.
made it my fault in this. I would always. I fed into it. I did.
I mean,
I
yeah, I
do.
mean, I could believe that because you feed into every time freaking any of us fucking mess with you. So I can 100% believe that. But
Yeah, like me and her. It was well known we hated each other. You would not be damn crazy to see us together.
well, right. It's just like again, there's only so many times where you can say, I don't actually like you, but I'm gonna keep following you to and from home deliberately when I don't 100% don't have to. But there's only so many times where they can sit here and gaslight me to where I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe either of you. I think you're both fucking liars. Just kiss already.
Yeah, that's the thing I like that the story kind of beats you upside the head with very early on. I was like, they're lying. They're lying.
Like it's just like the one aspect that I don't like about it is that, and I'm only in the first season, so I could be wrong, but it does sound like it's going to be that this way. One thing that I was actually kind of interested in is Ramna fucking exploring like maybe romance with the other sisters, since that's how the first episode was kind of framed, that all three of them were kind of well, no, two of them, the other two that's not fucking I can't fucking the names are
Akane.
Akane. The one that like Akane being the one that wasn't interested made me wonder if it would be if Rodma would show some interest in the other two and it just wouldn't fucking work for whatever reason. That's what I would have done, even if the end goal was still Akane, because I feel like that would be more, like incredibly entertaining to watch. Because I will admit, one thing that I don't like about this season is the fact that it's kind of just the same joke every single time. But what is carrying it Ranma one half are the characters. I don't understand how they do it, but they make all of these characters that are supposed to be antagonistic have one quirk that just makes me like them immediately. Like
That's Rumiko Takahashi for you.
yeah, it's just like these
You
characters
put
that you're supposed to
Inuyasha-
dislike. There's just this one thing that's just like I can't hate this character. This character's just a bumbling fucking buffoon deep down.
Like she's just a master of making characters that you're supposed to hate, you end up loving.
Yeah, no, that writer was very good on them. They're
She-
really good.
she
Their
knows
character
what she-
work carries this fucking, because if it wasn't for the characters, this would get repetitive. The whole plot of this fucking first season would get repetitive real fast. But the characters definitely carry it.
In regards to what you're asking about, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
That's fine. I'm enjoying it so much. I would rather be pleasantly surprised anyway, because it hasn't surprised me yet. Like again, the characters are what's keeping me hooked, because the characters are incredibly fucking fun to watch. Honestly, I think my favorite character as of right now, well, aside from female Ranma, because I just love tomboys. But aside from female Ranma, I feel like my favorite character is probably fucking what's his name? The fucking one that gets lost all the time with the speckled
Ryoga.
bandana. Who?
Ryoga?
Ryoga's my favorite character in the show. Like hands
Ryoga?
down.
No, that's fair. Ryoga's fucking hilarious.
Ryoga is just like, it's just 100% of the time he is like
His
up his own ass.
He-
But just like he just keeps fucking up in such impressive ways over and over. I don't know.
he is like
I'm
his
just
own
gonna
worst enemy.
I'm gonna leave the context out of this. I'm not gonna explain myself at all. But this man has seen so many fucking penises, it's not even funny. So
Yes,
it's
he
like,
has. Yes, he has.
and I have a
I
feeling
think
he's
he's
not
really-
done, and he's not trying to see the penises either. But he's seen so many.
No, one of them was of his own volition. He just kind of ignored it.
Well, yeah, basically. But yeah, no, Ryoga is definitely my favorite character. And I'm gonna
Ryoga's
be
fucking-
I'm gonna be pissed if something bad ever happens to him, because he's trying his hardest. Bless him, he really is.
He is trying. He is failing. but
He's
trying.
failing, but he's trying. You can tell he's trying his best. But this video is about Invincible, superhero role playing. Apparently, some game that Skybound's working on. If you guys are not aware, Skybound, they're the developers for the Telltale Walking Dead games. So let's take a look at what they're doing with Invincible. Breaking comic book series.
Oh.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I'll be.
Huh?
You guys keep going. I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. So Invincible superhero role playing. From
Absolutely.
how they've been wording it, and just because of what Skybound does, I have a feeling that this is going to be a, probably one of those point and click. Well, they've leveled up a little bit. I feel like it's not going to be exactly like Dispatch, but I'm feeling that they're probably going to have some similarities to Dispatch as far as the narrative goes, to where like you're a hero doing, basically paving your way and choosing, making decisions to, I guess, forge your own story in the Invincible universe. I don't know how like much of the original story they're going to, I guess, play around with, but I'm actually very curious as to what this is going to look like because Skybound, even like Walking Dead season 3, because a lot of people don't like that game. I think it's fine. So as far as I'm concerned, Skybound's never made a game that I think is bad. So I'm definitely going to keep my ear to the ground on this. This definitely looks like something I might have a lot of interest in. But speaking of something else that I have interest in that I'm hoping that eventually I'm able to catch up on is Dragon Ball Z Verse 2's Future Saga Chapter 4. Now, my question is, because we've been hearing a whole lot about Xenoverse 3, and we see that the story taking place in that game is obviously going to be A, taking place very, very far in the future, and B, it's going to be an original story. Um, so I'm wondering how far the Future Saga or how much the Future Saga actually leads into it, because I haven't actually played any of the Future Saga for myself, but I am curious about it, and I'm probably going to change that really soon and try it out. So let's take a look at what this trailer shows off.
Yo! I've been waiting.
It's Few again.
What a pain. You're so disgustingly selfless. But I wanted to stop by and talk to you.
Ooh,
Because it might be the last chance we get.
it's Supervillain Few. Is this what this was all like leading up to?
This power won't just protect history.
And it's
It will
Supervillain
also protect
Cronoa
all
too.
life within history as well.
It looks badass.
What kind of trick is this? Wait, Goku? What is this? What's happening to you?
Now we're dealing with time travel?
It's time for you to
Time
release-
travel has basically been the entire basis of this series, just like Xenoverse in general.
Look at Fu. Long ass hair.
Now that's creepy.
17! 17! If this keeps up, everyone will disappear.
What in the hell?
I don't know. I've been very confused about Few as a character back when we first saw him, like before the Future Saga even started.
Great
So-
news! You've been chosen for that big mission.
To get history back on track, we've taken down all kinds of foes. Time
I love how
to
blue hair
begin.
dude just is the canonical
Didn't know
hero
there
of
were enemies
Xenoverse
in those
2.
time periods we
Mhm.
visited.
He's
Those who
been
also
around since, like,
believed in
when this
justice.
game first came out back in like what 2016.
History.
Yeah, no, he's
Protect
a veteran at this point. At this point, I'm pretty sure as far as like just feats go, he's far surpassed Ace, which is insane.
Oh, absolutely.
This is goodbye.
No, we got
I have
John
fun life.
1000.
Thanks to you.
I guarantee they're gonna use this to tie into Xenoverse 3.
Xenoverse 3, yeah,
Mhm.
which makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Also, corrupted Cronoa. Wait a minute.
Bro, I have a story about this, and this actually like really makes me smile, and I want to probably go through the story for one of the reasons being to try out this variation of her. And if her coming out as a playable character was supposed to be a hint towards this, then my goodness, did I miss it? But I mean, freaking Goku, whatever the fuck's happening to him over there, looks pretty cool too. But I actually wrote a little bit of a very short bit of a fan fiction about Dragon Ball. I mean, who hasn't? But one of the things that actually was supposed to occur in that story before I even got that far was basically an evil variation of Granola. So yeah, seeing an evil variation of Granola here is like it makes me smile because that's something that I actually did want to see.
Reed
They-
says Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue while everyone in their stronger forms is killing me.
well, he probably can't fucking use evolved anymore for some reason. Which I mean, it's like, why the fuck not? Like,
I mean, the
Vegeta-
timeline has been getting actively fucked with.
Yeah, Vegeta getting shafted is his trademark. So it's like, I mean, at this point, it's par for the course.
Now I'm mad. Now I'm angry. No, now I'm just angry.
Why?
Shit like this seems really fucking cool. But I just wish Xenoverse 2 was a good game, because then I'd actually give a fuck. I'd be willing to buy it.
That's unfortunate.
Because
Sucks
like
to
that
suck.
shit seems cool. Like a messed up version of Goku, a corrupted version of Cronoa. Shit's going wrong with the timeline. Fools destroying shit. That seems cool.
It's pronounced few.
But you put it in a shit game, so why should I care?
I guess you're just not going to be able to experience this cool shit then. Speaking of shit that's unfortunately we're all not going to be able to experience some cool shit apparently. This video is called "We Should Have Seen This Coming" by I Do Know Nothing, and it's about Marvel Blade, which, funnily enough, it's a different company fucking up this time, but we'll get back to you, Sony. We're going to get back to you real quick. But this is actually an Xbox fuck up. So let's take a look at what's going on with Marvel's Blade now.
This character is cursed. I swear, the character of Blade has some juju that just never wants to see the light of day. Because here's the scoop. So, Microsoft is considering canceling Marvel's Blade game and potentially shutting down or selling Arcane Lion, the studio making the game. So, it's not confirmed. They're toying with the idea a bit. And the reason
Sell it to Steam.
why is that the game has gone over budget, is being delayed to 2027, and Microsoft is reviewing all the projects they have that aren't making them money.
Sell them to Steam
So it's not just Blade. There are other games that are on the chopping block. But to answer
or Sega. Sell them to Steam or Sega.
more as to why,
So,
well, Asher
pause
Shaw,
for a second. For some context, for anyone who's curious about who the fuck Arcane Lions is,
Yeah.
they are the people behind the Dishonored series,
Oh.
as well as Wolfenstein Youngblood.
See, I
Oh,
why did
Didn't
you
know
make
that.
Why did you make that
no
noise?
wonder they having money problems.
Wait, what is that? What does that mean? What's wrong with Wolfenstein? Is it not a good game?
No, Wolfenstein
Specifically
Youngblood. Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Youngblood.
Okay, yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood pretty much killed the Wolfenstein reboot,
Oh,
which is stupid because the previous two games were dope as ever, from what I hear.
that does.
They also made two other flopped games, sadly.
Oh God, what are
Deathloop and
those?
Redfall.
Wait, what was the first one?
Deathloop.
See, I don't remember. I remember Deathloop being
Wait.
hyped as fuck, and then after it came out, no one talked
No
about
one
it.
gave a fuck.
No, wait.
Redfall.
Wait.
also
They were
made
the
Redfall.
wait. This is the same company that made the pre-reboot.
Yep. I believe it. Yep.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
crazy. They started off good. They made Deathloop, which the only thing I remember hearing about that game was everybody was talking about, oh, this is a character with, two black people in it, and you should buy it because it has two black people on the cover as main characters. And then the
Yep,
game
they
was
got two
mid.
niggas as the main characters. You should go
Yeah,
buy
the
it.
game
None
was
of y'all
mid.
showed up for it.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
game was
believe
garbage.
it.
Fucking
Yeah,
flopped.
I can't believe it. Deathloop invented black people. Who knew? That
Deathloop
garbage
Even
made
out
me
of my-
realize that black people exist.
like genuinely, like what the fuck? Oh
And
my
then it was
God.
that, and then what was the other game? Redfall.
Redfall. Which
Oh,
was
that
the
one-
notoriously buggy, broken.
Okay, the only thing I remember hearing about that game was the fact that it had a strong black woman as the lead. And it was
I remember hearing about that game is how it didn't function after.
yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, and it was like a live. I think it was like a live service, like what is it, co-op game or some bull crap. And it bombed. I think
know
so,
it's a
yeah.
first-person shooter.
Yeah, it was a third-person shooter, and it was terrible. It was.
It
Yeah.
was really bad.
Hmm. Yeah, no, fuck, and this is Deathloop or this is Redfall that you guys were just
Redfall.
talking about. Redfall, okay, yeah, Redfall. I heard all
The
that.
game did not function half the time. The characters were boring. The game barely played.
Mhm.
You know what game you can't say that about? That a lot of people like the shit off being buggy and broken. Sonic 06, a game you could actually play through.
Oh yeah, no, that is true. That is very true.
Always look at the silver lining. There's a game out there that's worse than Sonic 06. There's a lot of games out there that are worse than Sonic 06 because half of them don't even fucking function. At least 06 functions. You can beat the game, just don't be a dumbass.
Basically.
Sharma, the CEO of Xbox, has continuously said
Yeah,
that Xbox has not been
Arcane
making money
Lions
for
been
Microsoft,
kinda-
and they have been spending.
But yeah, the fact why would
Bit of
they
out
even,
streaks in 2019.
right? Yeah, like why would they give this company of all companies? Why would they give this company?
It's
to
because they
fucking make
made
this
Prey
game?
and Dishonored.
Yeah, that was it. It's because they made Prey, which is from what I hear is a good game. I haven't beaten it, but I've
It
heard
was
nothing but
really
good things
fun.
about. Yeah, it's so weird. They'll make a dope game and then they'll make a sequel that's dog water.
I think
serious.
it's the only thing that I can think of is like
I've
they
never
just didn't have any ideas, and then they just changed the staff that was working on it.
No. The only thing I remember about the sequel was the fact that they put a black chick on the cover and expected people to buy it just because of that, and the game was dog water.
What?
Then they made Dishonored 1, which made a lot of money and people loved it. They made Dishonored 2, and nobody played it because of aforementioned reason. Then they made Prey, which people liked, and then they made Deathloop, which nobody played, and then they made Redfall, which also nobody played. I don't know why the freak I don't know why that. I didn't even know that I don't even know that they had their hands on the
okay,
blade.
okay. Switch. The Dishonored game that you're thinking of that nobody played was Death of the Outsider, which was a sequel to 2.
I didn't even know that existed. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's a
that
third
was the
Dishonored
fucking
game?
sequel
No,
to
it's only 2.
And it's not even. It's technically not even a fucking sequel. It's a fucking expansion for 2 with a whole new character, a whole new story.
Yeah. I thought it was a sequel for all this time. That's crazy.
That was the one
I
with
didn't
the
know that
fucking black
existed.
lady on the cover
Yeah.
that nobody played.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Bro. This
The second one was just whatever.
Bro, this studio is a fucking weird
Like,
weird
it wasn't the
entity.
worst game in the world, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't seem that way.
More money than they are making. For example, they have spent $20 billion on exclusive Xbox content, and there is about a 3% profit margin. In other words, Xbox is becoming way too expensive for Microsoft. And it sucks because some of these games are critically acclaimed, and the studios can't continue that prestige.
Deathloop is critically acclaimed. I never heard anybody talking about it.
And it doesn't matter how good your game is. If
How critically acclaimed is Deathloop actually? Because I feel like he just put that up there.
Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up now.
I'm looking up right now.
Let's
Why
see.
is caps lock on?
Why is caps lock on? Where are the reviews?
I got it. I
That's
just pulled it
Reddit.
up.
You found okay. Let me go ahead and both of them. I could put it on screen.
It might take me to a different tab. Yep, it did. Okay, hang on. I need to switch tabs.
Yeah, I got it. Stop sharing what I'm sharing. But I'm just genuinely like I've never heard anyone sit here and be like, "Hey H, let's jump on Deathloop." Like what?
I got it right.
Yeah.
2021
Yeah.
games with Arcane Line, obviously. Human characters of the game. Reception. 87 out of 100, 88 out of 100, 89 out of 100, 92%.
All
9
of these fucking high
4.5,
numbers,
10
and I never hear
89
anyone
out of
talking
100,
about it.
8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 5 out of 5.
So I guess he's
Damn.
right. I guess they are critically acclaimed, but
Acclaimed.
why didn't no one's ever
No
talked to
one's
me
ever
about
played
this
it.
game?
Hold on though. A lot of those reviewers like hyped it up just because of the inclusivity part, not because of whether or not it was a good
Yeah,
game.
a lot of games will just hype up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I never go off of like freaking like review outlets like saying games
Yeah.
are 10 out of 10 because they said the same
Listen-
thing for Mix fucking tape.
Listen,
So
exactly. I was going to say, after Mixtape, nobody should ever listen to fucking reviews ever again.
they said here freaking complaining about fucking games like Cuphead, which is amazing because they can't get past the tutorial. Like, bro, I don't trust fucking reviewer outlets. I don't trust most reviewers. So it's
Yeah.
like,
How much did
sure,
it
I guess
sell?
technically it was
Come on.
critically acclaimed, but sure, I don't know a single person that played that game. So it's like, what does that actually mean? Doesn't really mean much of anything. What else are you looking for?
Sales, because I'm gonna see the exact sales numbers.
Yeah, some sales would be numbers would be good.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try this game. If I have it, I think they might have given it out for free. I'm gonna download it just to see if it's just to see if it's actually any good.
I know it was on Game Pass for a while, but they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's sold. This is just Steam sales, I'm guessing.
No, I don't have it, but
800,000 copies on
That's
Steam.
on Steam.
Interesting. Around
Yeah, $2
200,000
million,
copies the first month.
37 million in revenue.
Peak 20,000 players. Oof. I mean, it's doing better than Marathon. So, but I can't tell if that's like good as far as the game goes or not. Because again, I don't know anyone that played it. No one ever talked to me about it.
Right, exactly.
The shit fell under the radar for me.
I was gonna say nobody came out. Nobody cared.
Nobody,
Literally, I'm telling you.
From what little I'm managing to find, it effectively boils down to no matter how good the game was acclaimed to be, nobody fucking played it.
Yeah, 200,000 copies.
200,000
copies, for all intents and purposes, I wouldn't say is like an amazing success. Maybe that was good enough for their company, and if so, more power to them. Well, obviously it wasn't, because the fucking studio, Microsoft, doesn't want it no more.
I was gonna say, well, look, here's the thing. Whenever people talk about Arcane Studios, there's only two games that they talk about: Dishonored 1 and Prey. Those two games. Deathloop is not even a part of the never part of the conversation.
Maybe people will talk about Dishonored 2, but
right. But as far as Deathloop, but what really fucked them over was that Redfall.
Right.
Redfall was the thing that fucked them over.
Which released like right after fucking Deathloop did.
Yeah.
It doesn't make money, then that's not funny. But anyways, my take on this, I really hope that Blade can be saved, obviously because I'm a Marvel fan, but also because gaming producers who have seen the game have been giving it praise. But at the same time, if Xbox is moving away from these smaller games that are becoming far too costly to make to the point where they're going over budget, maybe this means Xbox is putting more money into bigger games like Halo, Fallout, or Call of Duty. But
I somehow fucking doubt it.
Also means Xbox won't be making...
I really don't, because like back when they were doing a little bit better financially and Xbox wasn't as huge of a joke, they fucking came up with Halo Infinite. So it's like, if they're in a worse spot now, I doubt they're going to put more effort in.
You really want to know what the issue is? You really want to know what the issue is? Xbox kind of shot themselves in the foot just because they stopped. First of all, number one, they stopped making good games. That's number one.
Right.
They stopped making good games. And then number two, they jumped on this whole diversity bandwagon bullshit. Like, for every, for every pride flag that they have on their freaking social media or whatever, inclusivity that they brag about on the internet, that's not leading to money, which is the main thing. Nobody gives a shit how many LGBTQ people you're hiring if the company isn't making money. It's a company. It's going to make money, bottom line. People are not going to play video games if the only thing you're talking about is, whether you have a trans person on the cover. I understand that may be offensive, but it is what it is.
I mean, the thing
nobody
is
gives
that
a
you
shit.
can do both. You can do both. And like, if for one thing, it can just not be like, it can be something that is treated normally. And I think that's the thing that bugs me the most, is that it's not treated normally. It's treated as this big, bombastic, amazing thing, to where it's treated like magic. And I think that's really leading people to like setting people up for disappointment. I really think it is.
Imagine going into a store, and you imagine you going into like your favorite video game store.
I refuse to believe that.
Well, no. Wait, what?
Huh?
No, sorry, I just read something.
Oh. Imagine going to like your favorite video game store and like the employee sees you, he hops over the counter and he says, "Hey everybody, it's a black person." And then everybody in the store runs up to you and just starts clapping at you and talking to you and smiling at you and all of this. You'd be like, "Bruh, I'm just here for some donuts. Why are we doing this?" That's what they're doing. That's what these companies are doing. "Hey everybody, it's a gay person," and everybody stops and walks over and starts talking to him and stuff. This isn't this. Come on now.
Bro, no.
Damn.
Bro said, "Hey everybody, it's the fucking." Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah.
That is, bro. No.
Chat, clip that.
It's like that one fish.
Chat,
It's
clip
like
that.
that one fish. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where like SpongeBob and Squidward are protesting, and then they just get through protesting, and then you see that one fish dude. "Hey everybody, let's go get a Krabby Patty," and everybody goes to the Krusty Krab. It's like that, but diversity.
Bro, it's
That's what
just.
this is.
Oh,
Like, I don't get-
I really want to say you're being hyperbolic, but you're really not.
No, I'm
Like-
dead serious. That's what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing. All these companies, they're banking behind diversity and shit, and they're expecting people to go buy their shit. People don't want to be preached to. They don't. We don't. We just want to play our games. We want simple entertainment. We want good games. That's it.
It's so
This isn't
funny.
rocket science.
It's so funny because On Screen is one of the greatest freaking like titles like of all time that have come out in very recent years that do diversity so fucking well. And all
they still
anyone
get bitched
cares
out for
about
it.
is the fact that the characters look too attractive. That's all anyone cares
Yeah.
about. Even though the cast of this game
I'll
It's
say this: people do
ridiculously
bitch
diverse.
about the fact that like, oh, all the black characters suck. Like, Blade sucks.
What?
Okay, cool, whatever. Black Panther
Blade
was
is
one of the
awesome.
best
What are you
characters in the
talking
game when the game
about?
first came out.
like, bro, fucking I've been fucking crying for fucking Luke Cage. And I feel like he could still get in. But I was thrilled about Blade. The only thing that I
Yeah.
don't like about Blade is that he feels like he was fucking nerfed into the ground. But you can say that
'Cause he
about
was.
so many characters. But other than that, like, I think Blade is awesome. You got Luna Snow, which, I mean, if you're in here complaining, if you play Marvel Rivals and you sit here complaining about the lack of fucking diversity, you're a LARPer. You're an absolute fucking LARPer and don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're going to sit here and say this shit about characters like fucking, like, oh, there's no, like, fucking gay people in here staring right at a Luna Snow and a fucking, like, Angela. Yeah, or Loki or fucking Deadpool. Like you actually just are just talking out of the side of your ass. Like this game does diversity so well.
The thing that
Who
blows me
cares?
up is the fact that the thing that started this was fucking Moon Girl, the 10-year-old girl who they weren't gonna put in the game any which way.
Well, the thing is, I don't think she's a child. Like what? Like, bro.
Which is why they kind of just made her the fucking voiceover for fucking Devil Dino, because here's a fun fact for you, something that she can do is she has a psychic link with Devil Dino and can effectively tell him what to do.
Like nigga, people sit here and complain about the existence of children in video games and automatically deem the game as fucking pedo bait because you're playing as a fatherly figure to a little robot child, not doing anything sexual in any way. She's just being fucking adorable, just sitting there existing, and you're saying like, "Oh yeah, anybody that plays that game is a fucking pedophile." Like
Anybody
get the
that
fuck
likes this
outta
game is a
here,
pedophile.
bro.
Yo, what
Look,
the
don't
fuck
you
are
don't even
talking
know what that word means anymore. You're just saying it. Just like the people that play Marvel Rivals or look at Marvel Rivals and complain about big butts don't understand what fucking
Marvel Rivals
diversity
is racist because they
is.
didn't include a 10-year-old girl because she's black.
It's like, bro, she's a child. You'd be bitching and moaning if Moon Girl was in the game. Yeah, you
And
would.
people
You would
were
just
like,
find
"Oh,
something
but
else
they
to
could've just
complain
aged her
about.
up like Penny did. Fun fact for you: they just went off a teenage Penny. They just moved her age from 17 to 18. You still never fucking see her throughout the game.
Right. And it's just like, I don't really even care about that. I'm not sitting here looking for things to complain about. That's the thing.
Like y'all just want something to be mad about.
Like I don't say it a lot because, again, I just think that all of these characters in this game are people. Like, I'm so sorry that that's how I see people as people, and I don't sit here and fucking act like, oh, this person's gay, so that makes them more special than everyone else. Like, no, it doesn't. And I'm sorry if that makes me a bigot, but like, people are just people. That's the end of it. That's how it should be. People are people. Get over it.
no.
Wasn't popular, but
What did you say, Don?
I said, oh no, that's the quote unquote sin of empathy.
Just seeing people as people. Yeah, I know, right? Cancel me.
yeah, I thought Xbox's future was very clear, but now it's becoming more complicated than organic chemistry.
I hope Blade still comes out.
I'm gonna send what I found. By the way, if that's true, that's so funny.
What's next after this is just pure torture. So whatever you're gonna show, you better show it now before I completely ruin everyone's day. Oh, you sent it to Discord. I thought you were gonna like pull it up or something. It's in.
Back to the just make good games and good products argument. You can include whatever you want. Just make a good product. And there's kind of one game that's proof of that it doesn't matter the time period.
That's so funny. I hope that's real. I hope that's real because that's so fucking funny.
It is no. It is real because I have the PlayStation app, and it is not there no more.
Okay, well, you guys are kind of just.
Oh my god!
Okay, hold on. What I mean is, if that's a direct correlation, which maybe it is, I don't know. I just feel like that's hilarious if it is. Because,
it could just be timing. It could be real.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe there's a small chance that the timing is just way too perfect, and Rockstar maybe wanted them to do that like way ahead of time, and they were like, "We didn't tell you could do this. Get rid of it as soon as possible," or something that.
What's going on?
Okay, let me quick fire this because like it's not gonna make sense unless I show this post first. So Wario64 posts basically the thing that's been like outraging gamers all week, as it should be. But PlayStation decided that they don't want to make physical discs anymore. Physical disc production is ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles, and this is via their own. Well, yeah, this is like via like. It's so hilarious that the first thing you see is an ad for fucking 2K26.
Right.
Who the fuck cares, bro? With a fake version of Shaquille O'Neal, like fucking like classic Shaquille O'Neal, bro. And that's awesome. That's great. You know, kudos to Shaq. But it's like there are other players that you could use outside of like, you know, the main ones that you. Because here's the thing, and this is how you know I'm old. They have this series specifically has milked the shit out of Shaq that I'm just over it. Like they've been chilling on Shaq recently, but they're sitting here acting like that, like there are no players in the NBA. Like you guys have milked Shaq for like this is gonna be like the third or fourth year that you guys have put Shaq on the cover of your game. Pick a different player. Pick Russell Westbrook. Put Russell Westbrook on the fucking cover. I'm tired of seeing Shaq in this series. I'm so sick of it. Leave him alone. Like, for the people that don't know what I'm referencing, Shaq was on the cover of both 2K6 and 7. So they just will not leave, keep this man off of their cover. They just there's just no players that play that play the NBA, I guess. But PlayStation Vlog on July 1st says physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. In response to shifting trends and consumer preference, which we're going to talk about that, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers at digital formats only, which why the fuck?
Retailer? Oh, it's going to be those fucking code things.
Yeah, those cards.
Like the fucking Switch shits.
Hold on.
You can buy like codes for the games and stuff, like cards and shit.
All right. So, right. So, Sid Schumann says, as consumer preferences, the broader entertainment industry continues to shift away from physical disc to digital. Physical disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles would be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only, which why even have retailers? Just take their jobs away from them, I guess. This transition, they already don't make money. Like, I've tried to work for video game outlets before. They make no money. They make zero money. And the thing is, they're responsible for a lot, but they make no money. This transition has no impact on games that are already released. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to customer. They keep this entire article is customer trends.
They keep gaslighting. They keep throwing the customer saying, "You guys want this, right?"
This is what you guys. That's what they're saying is that you guys. This is what you guys.
This is what you guys are showing
This
up.
is what you guys asked for.
This is
Which
what you guys want.
let's
Hey,
actually talk about that.
Look. This is not a Rihanna song, bro. I don't hear Calvin Harris and none of this bullshit. Fuck y'all.
Calvin Harris.
I don't hear Calvin Harris or Rihanna at all in this bullshit. Fuck y'all.
Right? I don't hear Sierra.
Like I don't hear Eminem. Like damn. But so the thing about customer people basically like not buying physical games anymore, that's something that doesn't pertain to me. It doesn't pertain to a lot of other people that I know play video games. I know that a lot of them do buy a lot of digital media, but I also know that they buy it physically too. I have always been physical first. I can fucking prove it right now. That's how much this shit means to me. All right. Let me go ahead and turn my fucking camera on. Hello, YouTube. Look at this.
Oh, hey, speaking of your camera, did you fucking figure out? Did you ever figure out the name of it or where you got it from?
No, I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't got a chance to, but I think I got it on Amazon, so I'll look for it after this.
Okay.
I should have time to do it at work. Agents of Mayhem. All right, I've played Injustice. I've not played Agents of Mayhem. I plan on playing it. So yeah, there's the proof. I have physical games right here in my. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to turn my camera off. I have physical games right here in my fucking house. I used to have more, and then I ended up having to fucking sell my Xbox because I needed to fucking pay some bills.
Since you're doing this, let me just send you a picture.
Don't you love it when two companies chew on each other's legs like rabid dogs?
That is a very random thing to say, but I would have to say no. I don't want to see companies do that. I would like companies to care about their consumers.
That picture that I just sent you. Pull that up on screen if you don't mind.
Oh God! Oh yeah, that's fucking. You've blown my collection out of the water. And then again,
And
this is a
that's
collection.
not even fucking all of them.
That's not even like a collection. The collection that I want, because I want there to be way more. But unfortunately, like I said, like I had to get rid of a whole bunch of my games because of financial circumstances. But
that is all my physical games. That's not all of them, by the way.
Look at this shit.
All my physical media.
Look at that shit. Look at all those games. And he says that's not even all of them. That's already a whole bunch. He has 2 fucking racks full of games.
On the bottom of the PS3 one, those are all DVDs.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I haven't even brought out like I got a whole container full of like
shit that I have on the other side of the fucking hallway. That's not counting the shit that I have on my TV stand. That's not counting the shit that I've given to my cousin because he uses some of those more than I do.
Yeah. I was gonna say I haven't even brought out mine yet.
Yeah, so this fucking like shit that they're saying, I never really bought it, and that's what I was talking to Jed about when this was brought up because I think he originally shared that people.
Yeah, I was the one who shared this. Was like, there's some sense to it because it's like, if you look at media as a whole, a lot of people buy stuff digitally, so it's like I understand, even if I disagree with it, why they would think this.
I definitely disagree, and I also just don't understand. That's just because I have a car, I have money. Well, sometimes I have money, and I know where some retailers are at. Granted, a lot of retailers recently, like at least in my city, have moved to another city for some reason. There are still a few in my town, but a lot of them aren't there anymore. But they're still like the big ones, like GameStop, Best Buy. And there are a couple of local retailers. So it's like if I put in a little bit of effort, I can get some physical games. So that's why I personally just won't. Why I personally am just like, this is just something a decision that everyone else has made for me. But it seems like not even that's the case. What were you gonna say, Don? It sounded like you were gonna say something.
I have a hot take.
What's your hot take?
I personally don't see the point in our current era, why we still need physical cases and physical discs for games.
And that's understandable. I mean, if
And
that's how you feel.
I'm going to show you my point of view for this.
Okay.
As someone who owns physical games, right? I haven't been to a retailer like GameStop or whatever in years. Like, I feel like they're dying out like Blockbuster.
I mean, they are
course they
dying
are.
out. That much I agree with. But the thing is that there are other places
So-
to buy physical games from besides just the physical retailers.
Not even that. Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story that I've been told from someone else that I know that happened to them? Right? This will explain to you why physical media is so important in any day and age,
Okay.
no matter how digitized we get. So the story goes that one day there was a network outage, as network outages happen for a lot of these companies. Just happen some having more than others. PlayStation.
I love those.
And so he went to go and play a game after work. Because his brother had been on his PlayStation. When he tried to boot up the game, it wouldn't let him because it wouldn't register his license. It couldn't read his license. In the event that there's a network outage, in the event that there is something like that happens, and you now cannot access your fucking game, what do? If you don't have a physical copy of that game, how are you going to play it?
You can.
You can't. You're just shit out of luck. Go buy the game again, fuck no.
Go buy the game again is crazy.
You know what's crazy? I'm glad you brought this up because I have this same issue with Xenoverse 2 on the PS4 to PS5.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes, I
that's
do.
why physical media is so important. Because as long as you have a physical version of the game, you can not just play it whenever. You don't need an internet connection. You don't need this, that, and the third, unless it's a fucking online game. But if you're trying to play an online game, at that point, that's kind of just on you. That's user error. That has nothing to do with anyone else.
That is a nice thing, and I didn't even think about that. Being able to play games online. If you have your game digitally, you can't. Or offline. If you have your game digitally, you can't do that. If you have
Because
a
lot of
physical
these
game,
companies, what they do is they'll need to register the license, and if you don't have internet access or there's a network outage, you can't. You will run the risk of not being able to access that game.
Here's
They can't access the content.
Here's something that's scary. Let's just say a company is big, because I've been thinking about this too. I thought about this today, and it sent shivers down my spine. You know how like Ubisoft took out The Crew 2, and people were pissed. What if Ubisoft itself? Let's just say, for example, what if Ubisoft itself just closes its doors, like all the what's his name, all the Ubisoft, the Ubisoft as a company is just finito. What happens to their games? 9 times out of 10, your Assassin's Creeds, your all of your Assassin's Creeds games, your Splinter Cell games, whatever Splinter Cell games you got, all of that, the Prince of Persia games, whatever Prince of Persia games you can find, all of those games are kaput. And here's the thing, if Sony was able to delete 20 something, like 500 and something movies that
That's
people
exactly
paid
what I was
for.
about to bring up. That too.
If Sony was able to delete 500 something movies that people paid their hard-earned money for, off of they took it out their library, their
They don't-
digital
they can't
library
watch those
that
movies
they
anymore.
love, that everybody loves so damn much. Finito, they can't get access to it unless they
How do
get
they watch it?
unless they get it physically.
Recently, Tubi and Tokusatsu, they took down a bunch of the Japanese they were the people who were sharing Japanese Power Rangers over here. They recently took down a bunch of the old seasons. If you didn't buy the physical discs, the only way that they were selling for a while, the only way to watch those seasons now is to go sailing the seven seas. If you don't have those movies physically, the only way you're going to be able to watch them is to find somewhere online to do it.
Yep.
Don't get me started on you fucking Hakusho, bro. I'm pretty sure the only place that you can watch that shit now is on goddamn Crunchy fucking Roll. That show used to be on Hulu. But fucking Crunchyroll was like, let's just fucking take it off of there. Fuck you if you wanted to watch it on fucking Hulu. Oh, were you at a specific episode? Fuck you. Come give me money. You can only watch it on Crunchyroll now.
Yeah.
You can only watch it on Crunchyroll now. Fuck you. Come give me money. You can only watch it on fucking Hulu. Oh, were you at a specific episode? Fuck you. Come give me money. You can only watch it on Crunchyroll now. You can only watch it on Crunchyroll now.
They took. I'm still on the Super Sentai thing because a lot of people have been wanting to get into the Tokusatsu sphere recently. It's been having a bit of a fucking blow up. A good way to get people into that were those shows, were those older seasons. That was a good way for people to find those older seasons. Now they can't do that. Anything from Jetman to Hurricaneger, which is the Japanese version of Ninja Storm, onwards, backwards, you can't find that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why physical media is so important in any day and age.
And
Because
ownership
can
is
just disappear like that.
and ownership. And here's the thing: ownership is a hell of a lot more important than folk think about. Folk are just like, oh, it's physical media. This is the future. This is just the way things are going. But whenever you want to watch something, and you go and look on a streaming service, on several streaming services that you pay for, and you can't find what you're looking for, but you know it exists, then you're just asked out. Like, what was it? I was looking for y'all are talking about anime. They don't have the 1990s version of Berserk on Crunchyroll. They just have the new shit.
Yep,
And I've been wanting to get into Berserk. I can't find the 1994 version of Berserk, the OG version, which I heard is the best. It's not on Crunchyroll. So if I don't find it either Sailing the High Seas or on Amazon, I'm not gonna be able to watch this shit. But that's the only thing I want to see that's worth a damn. So it's like ownership is a hell of a lot more important than people realize. And I'm not saying, Matt, I'm not saying that or whoever it was, Matt or Jet, one of y'all, whichever one that was, didn't really care about this. I'm not saying that, you're a bad person or anything like that, not even remotely. I get the convenience of digital. I get the convenience of, having digital purchases and all of that, right? I don't have a problem with it, but don't take away my options to buy what it is that I want physically.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem.
They don't have these companies don't have the right to say you can't own the stuff that you paid your hard-earned money for. They don't have the right to say that because if you don't want me to own what it is that you made, you obviously don't want to buy. You obviously don't want me to buy what it is that you made.
Which means
you don't have enough faith in your product. Yeah, you don't have enough faith in your product if you don't want me to own it.
Very much so.
Because you're pretty much
to the 500 movies thing for a second.
Yeah.
People own 500 of these fucking movies. I think it was like the exact number, like 550 something, 551.
Yeah.
Anyone who owned any of those movies, now imagine how you feel. You've over the years collected 550 movies, right? Spent your hard-earned cash and money. Because you like these movies. You enjoy these movies. You want to be able to rewatch them any which way, anytime, right? They're all gone now. And you have no way of getting them.
With no refunds, by the way.
Physically, you don't have no way of watching them again.
Yeah,
good
with
luck
no
finding
refund.
them physically.
With no refund. No voucher, no refund.
No refund,
You
no
have to
voucher,
see it. Sorry.
no
We're taking this
nothing.
away from you. Sorry.
And you don't get anything out of it.
About this entire thing is the whole you'll own nothing and like it like mantra is the fact that they have the right to take whatever away that they want, especially if we don't have it physically, but we can't demand our money back. Most of these companies do not give the option to get a refund, even if the item we end up getting ends up being shit. Because I think Xbox does it in very, very slim cases. I don't remember PlayStation ever doing it. I know for certain Nintendo does it. The only company that I know that consistently allows you to get a refund as long as you don't play the game for that long is Steam. All these other companies are so stingy about it.
I think Sony allows you to get a refund, but I think you can't play the game for more than 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah, it works similar to how Steam does. You can't play the game for a certain amount of time.
Okay, so there is that at the very least, but I still don't think that that's good enough. I feel like there should be some kind of clause to where if something, and this resonates with me very personally as a fan of Destiny 2, if there's anything that is taken out of the game that I will no longer have access to, and I paid hard-earned money for it, I demand a refund. There should be a clause. This is like, we could take this shit out at any time. There should be a clause that says you as the user, can get a refund at any time if we take that shit out. But that's not a thing. it only protects the company. It only protects the corporation. The users just got to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, tough, you paid for this, you liked this thing. Well, fuck what you like. We took it out of the game.
Yeah.
Or we just took the game away. Like,
Yep. Yep.
Fuck you.
But that's why physical media is so important, because they can't do that. What are they gonna do? Raid your fucking house?
Yeah.
I dare you to try. I dare
Like
you to
all of
try.
it. Like all of the videos, like all of the movies that I own, I'm just as much of a fan of movies as I am video games. This isn't just random ass purchases. These are memories. Like all the movies that I purchased that I own that I'm looking at right now, I can tell you what my mindset was and what I was going through when I made a specific purchase. There's a story behind every single purchase.
Single one of those.
Every single one. So, the whole thing of it, and look, like I said, I didn't mind the convenience of watching stuff through streaming versus watching stuff through physical media. But it's like, this shit is mine. I paid money for this shit. Like, nobody has the right to take this shit away from me. I don't give a shit what the company is going through. If Ubisoft disappears, that's okay. I still got all the Assassin's Creed games that I like that I could just go play. But if any of these companies go the way of the dodo, then who's to say that they won't take away all their games as a consolation
They
prize?
might just shut down your machine, and then you lose all that.
Yeah. I'm saying if Sony can remove
That's
500 something.
before. That's actually happened before with fucking shit like Google Stadia.
Oh, yep.
I know people I've heard stories from people that used Google Stadia. When they shut Google Stadia down, they literally lost everything that they owned on there.
They had a whole and gave them and Google gave them nothing.
And Google gave them nothing for it. Recently, I went out to the store to go visit my friend at her job, and while I was there, I was buying a gift for my dad. I saw the full complete disc set for the full G1 Transformers TV show from the 80s, I believe. 80s.
Yeah.
80s.
Yep. 80s. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Me and my dad used to watch that all the time as a kid. That's what got me into Transformers. We used to watch that in the movie. People don't really do physical media anymore. I saw that, grabbed it right away, but no thought to it.
Yep.
Cause I'm like, that's a show that he would love to have this, just to have it in his hands. Because while people don't really do physical media anymore, this is a show that means a lot to him. This is a show that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And no one can say or do anything about it if something happens to say that show gets like delisted all across the globe. Guess what he has access to? Right in the palm of his fucking hands. Anytime, any day, any which way.
Yep.
That's effectively what it boils down to. This stuff could disappear at a moment's notice and there's nothing you can do. But with physical media, it can never disappear.
And here's the thing: the reason why the reason why folk are like don't really care like that is because they don't think that it can happen.
They don't think it can happen to them, but it can happen to anybody whether it be due to unfortunate circumstances outside of anyone's control, whether it be due to technological issues, whether it be due to companies being pieces of shit. These things can happen at any fucking moment.
Yep.
Any of this shit could disappear, and you will lose all of it. Any memories that you have, gone. Any money that you spent, gone. Any time that you spent, gone. All your data, probably gone.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, this whole digital, because I have a couple of points here. One, the problem isn't that digital media is something that a lot of people turn to. That's fine. I think everyone should get the choice, but that's just it. Like pro physical media people are having their fucking choices like taken away from them, and they don't have a say in the matter. Everything's getting more expensive, but you mean to tell me that while everything is getting more expensive and we have to give you more money, that you still can't afford to make discs, which I know have gotten easier to make? Like, you guys aren't making handheld PCs. You guys are making discs.
Mm-hmm.
discs have not gotten more complicated. Maybe the games themselves have, but you want to know what companies did back when, like, say, discs were running out of storage for how big the games were getting? They put in another disc. Like, what's stopping you from doing that again?
Do we just forget that Final Fantasy 1 had a 2-disc system, or Final Fantasy 7 was 2 discs when it first came out?
Tekken 8 was 2 discs.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was 2 discs.
Like, gamers will get over it. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
At least we have the game in our hand in case the servers shut down. Like,
So in case you're having like a technical issue, I can still just hop in my disc
still
and
just play the
my
game.
Yeah, hell, back in the day, the games used to have 4 discs and nobody complained.
Right. Because the game ended up, because the game was good, because it was back in an era where if your game wasn't good, you weren't eating.
Yeah.
If the game wasn't good, your studio could get shut down. The other point that I want to make is just this just feels so like personal to me specifically, just because and Jet made a good point. They don't think that it can happen. It's happened to me several times. There are several games that I've played where because companies force you to be online and force you to digitize your experience, they could just take stuff away and you can't do nothing about it. Like, for instance, Destiny 2. There was a Destiny 2 disc, but I'm pretty sure the only thing that's on the Destiny 2 disc is the Red War. Just one campaign out of the several hours, hundreds of hours of content that they took out of the game. You can't do anything about because they purposely only put so much on the disc. And I don't even think you can do anything with the disc anymore. I think all it does is fucking, like, it downloads the game from the internet, and the disc is useless after that.
You know why I know that?
How do you know?
I had it.
Ah, see, that makes sense.
So you are absolutely fucking correct. Continue.
So maybe it sounds like I'm making a big deal out of this, but that's only because games that I've played that have literally done this thing that people don't think is going to happen, companies are already doing this. They are already doing this. And here's the thing. When it comes to video game companies, is monkey see, monkey do. And someone made a point about this when it came to GTA 6. And I actually do hope that he's right. People are going to see a game as huge and as important as GTA 6 selling for $80, and then everybody and their mother is going to think that they can do that too. And it's going to crash the market. And I really hope it happens.
Fuck that. GTA 6 isn't $80. It's $100. They're locking you out of like half the fucking game.
Right.
For unless you buy the Ultimate Edition.
GTA 6 is $100. Everybody and their mom, I assure you, are going to try to do the same thing and get away with it, and it's going to make the market crash.
Yeah, they're going to lock like $100 worth of like important content behind extra edition to try to upcharge the thing.
Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be $100, which, as much as I like Elder Scrolls, as much as I like Skyrim, would I pay $100 for Skyrim? Fuck no. Hell no.
I was going to say, you know what? And I'm going to just put it like this. I think the industry does need to crash at this point. Because
I do too. We need to reset.
Because here's the thing. We pretty much almost there. With this, we pretty much almost there. Because here's the thing. People, the internet, like everybody is talking about this. Folk who don't even give a shit about video games are talking about this. What I was gonna say, one of my favorite YouTubers doesn't. He talks about video games occasionally, but he's not talking. But he's talking about this. Folk who don't even care about video games are talking about this.
Literal Destiny tubers, people that literally only talk about Destiny and some other FPSs from time to time, have stopped talking about Destiny and are now talking about this. Because this
people that
is
will only talk about
infinitely
like
worse.
specific things that have nothing to do with video games are talking about this.
Yep.
Because it's not an issue of video games specifically. It's an issue of taking away choice from consumers. If it can happen in video games, it can happen in every other industry.
It's not even just that. The video game industry has gotten too big for its britches.
Yep.
Where video games are now are not what they were meant to be. They've forgotten their place. Video games are supposed to be a casual, fun, like, time killer. And if you're one of those people that have more time so you can be on it forever, fine. But I personally don't think the video game should be tailored to the rich or the people that can just be on video games all day. I don't think it should be balanced, and it's not balanced.
All I'm gonna say is this, right? Fucking shit. Why can't I remember what year it was? The first time the video game industry crashed.
Wasn't that sometime in the 80s?
It was the 80s, right
Yeah,
before
was it
Mario. Before
1984,
Mario came
right?
out. Yeah, 1984, I think. It was right before Mario came out, the first Mario
Yeah,
game.
there was a huge crash in the video game industry. Mario came back, set it all back into motion.
Yep.
Reset the board.
Yep.
Reset the board again.
Yep. That's what
If
I
it
was
can
thinking the
fix
same.
problem once, it might be able to fix it
Make
again.
video
Reset
games
the board,
like-
start from zero.
Casually priced again to where the working class can fucking afford them.
Because my thing is you know what? Here's the thing. If it's not a major crash, the AAA industry needs to fail.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Out of everything, because here's the thing, Japan took the entire industry and put that mother on its shoulders for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sega Genesis is not an American system; that's a Japanese system.
Yeah.
Nintendo's Nintendo's a Japanese system. Was made in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Japan put the whole damn industry. The Japan put the whole damn industry on its shoulders. Japan could come out with a banger game that everybody plays that revitalizes the fucking industry. Shoot, Japan's living off of what? Japan is living off of JRPGs and RPGs and
visual novels. And
yeah,
racing.
visual novels, all that.
Just about anything they can get their fucking hands on.
Yep, they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Reset the board. Because I'd argue the fucking Eastern video game market, everything that they're bringing over here, half of it does better than the stuff that comes from over here.
Yep,
you know
really
why?
does.
Story.
Because they prioritize the product, not anything else.
Yep.
Reset the fucking board. Let them take the wheels again.
Yep.
They saved your industry once. They could probably do it again.
Because here's the thing, Japan's market is stabilized because they know what they make games for Japanese gamers first. What do Japanese gamers play? Majority of them play fighting games and JRPGs, and everything and all the other genres are sprinkled in between that.
Like the big stuff that's commonly released over in Japan: fighting games, RPGs.
Yep.
Back in the 2000s, there was a lot of platformers because a lot of people played platformers back then.
Yeah, they can make another platformer. That'd be all right. Japan will be fine.
Mm-hmm. So, but like, I'm not sitting here trying to change your mind, Don. Like, again, honestly, I just want us both to have the choice to be able to game the way that that both of us want to. I wish that's how it was like, but I don't know. Again, I think a crash might need to be what happens so that we can both go back to having the option to play video games the way we want. I don't know if that'll happen. And again, something that I want to, I guess, sprinkle in here as we talked about this. Let me go ahead and pause this and bring this back up. Is apparently the discrepancy between people that buy physical media and people that like actually buy it only digitally is there's apparently like a bit of it's being blown out of proportion a little bit, at least according to Desert Play here on Twitter. So he says, well, they say everyone is talking about the digital physical split percentages, so we will too. The TLDR is most of what has been parroted about consumer preferences as wildly exaggerated at best, or it makes a bad faith campaign and severe negligence at the worst. Sony has announced the death of physical media because of changing consumer trends. Most of us can already smell the bullshit in this fake excuse. It's when we take a closer look, we discover just how much of a lie that statement really is. Let's start by scrutinizing the most repeated number lately. 85% of sales are digital. That number exists, but in what context? It comes from the fiscal year Q4 report of 2025. Only in this quarter do we get this number. The overall percentage for the entire year is only 78%. It still sounds bad. Where's the lie then? Well, that's already a lie in itself. Hold on. Hold on. That's already a lie. 78% is not 85%. That's literally just 3/4. Let's say that was like the overall like amount. That's about 3/4 of people, which is still not 85%. So it comes with what both sides include. The digital part also accounts for digital only games. Okay, so that's not fair either. If the game doesn't have a, because I didn't even think about that. There are a lot of games out that don't have a physical variation to begin with. Case in point, the Yakuza games. I think the only physical variation of the Yakuza games that are available right now were the ones on the PS fucking 2. I don't remember
no.
if there are any. What other
no.
ones are? What other ones are physical?
PS2, PS3, and PS4.
Oh, okay. I guess I meant which ones are physical for the PS4 though is my question.
All of them.
Really? If there's a physical
Yeah, all
version
of them.
for all of them?
Yeah, Kiwami 0, Yakuza 0, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Director's Cut 0, Yakuza 1. Yeah. As a matter of fact, they just brought out when Kiwami 3 dropped, when Kiwami 3 dropped. Before that, they re-released the PS5 version of the Director's Cut of 0 and the Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 for PS5.
I didn't even know that. That would have been the way that I played them.
Yep.
I didn't even know those existed.
Yep.
Damn it. Okay, well, fuck. I guess I'll have to keep that in mind in the future if I ever do want to buy another of these bum-ass consoles. Because I did not know that. If you look at honest comparisons, there are still a lot of like digital only games though. I guess I just can't think of any right now because usually I don't look for digital only games. I don't really care for them. So let's see. AKA products which didn't have a choice to give a choice to the customer. You can either add to or tally or not play these games at all. This alone should show you how they use statistics to deceive the public. But we're not done. If you look at the honest comparisons, like those we got through the infamous Insomniac leaks in 2022, or certain market reports from the UK more recently, you will find games that even sell predominantly physical, many of which are Sony's own first-party titles. So the games sell more physical copies, but they still dare to use consumer preference as the excuse. You also have to put into perspective the live service games, because Sony had a lot of live service games that just came and fucking went. And you could argue, oh yeah, those were fucking purchased digitally. Well, there wasn't the option to buy them physically. I'm pretty sure there's no physical version of Marathon. Not that I would buy it. Pretty sure that there was only one physical version of Destiny 2 with one campaign over the course of fucking 8 years? No, 9 years, including the Edge of Fate. The Concord? I don't think there was a physical version of Concord. I don't think there was a physical version of High Guard.
Nope.
So it's like Sony of all people sitting here talking about all of our consumers choose to buy only physical games. I mean, choose
That's
only to
you're
buy
only
digital
giving
games.
them that option.
You're only giving us the option to buy digital games. There's no physical version of these games. What are you talking about?
And as far as like the live service game, and as far as like the live service games in terms of putting them on a disc, the fact that they didn't put those games on a disc shows you how much faith they even had in their own product to begin with.
Exactly. Like it's so dumb. If we
make this game digital and it bombs, then we could just sneak out the back door and nobody knows it.
Yeah, bro. Imagine how much it hurt Sony if there were single versions of Concord, High Guard, and Marathon. Fucking imagine if there were physical versions of those games. Sony might go bankrupt. So how many fucking refunds there would be? Right, exactly. That's my point. They buy those games, they see that they're terrible, and then they fucking go back and get their money back. So Sony has to fucking give them all that fucking money back. Bro, just Marathon on its own would fucking hurt because no one fucking stayed for that game. I think the last number that I saw on Steam as far as their current players was like hovering around. I saw 4,000. I know
YouTubers that are making more views than folk that are playing that game, which is crazy.
Bro, I'm saying like 30, like 50, 70, 100,000 views on these videos. That's way more than Concord. Not even Concord. That's way more than fucking Marathon's making.
Yeah,
like, bro. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I didn't even think about that fucking angle, but that's a good point. A lot of these games don't have the option to give you a digital version. Who's fucking Is that mine or is that somebody else that just went off? That said the Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
I don't like how that person talked to me. So I'm on his level.
Look at you look at comparisons like those we got. Okay, I already read that. Not convinced. Let's look at an even broader picture. Researching online, we can find an infographic illustrating the development of the physical digital split over the years. Mainly, there's a constant decline for the physical share, abysmal even in the years up to 2020. However, in recent years, the year-on-year decline has slowed down and has almost reached a stable plateau. Oh, and have we mentioned that the vast majority of all players own a console that can read discs? That is a good point. The fucking disc variation of the console is more expensive than the digital only variation.
And
so
more people bought the disc version of the consoles that we have now, or they bought like the little thing. And I know this because I did it for my PS5. They bought like the disc reader that's like an extra $100 just to hook up to the damn thing.
That's the thing. They're sitting here acting like these people are being like very disingenuous when they come to people are just choosing to play digital just because that's what they want to do. But the thing is that these companies are making playing physical games kind of like cost them more in a lot of ways. They're making it harder basically, because not only if you want a disc variation of a console, which is what I prefer, I don't like digital only devices at all. I hate them personally. So they're like what, $50, $75, $100 more expensive. And then you have the fact that not every game does have a physical variation. And then you have all these subscriptions and all of these sales that make the digital variations cheaper. So for all intents and purposes, it's not just that digital is what people prefer. Digital is just the easiest path. And I know why that is. It's so easy because that's the variation of the game that gives the consumer the least amount of control. It's not, it's not just this like, oh, it's just because people just don't like physical games. No, it is physically just easier, not necessarily smarter in every situation, not necessarily saying it's the dumb decision either, but it's not always the smarter decision. A lot of times it's just the decision that's easier. And what these gaming companies are purposely doing is making it easier. So then if they want to just take the game away from you, well, they can just say, well, you chose to pick the digital option when you could have picked the physical option. You guys don't like physical games. So obviously, if we want to take a game away, you said that, you signed the contract. If we want to take away a digital game, well, you had the choice to have a physical one. That's on you. It literally gives no responsibility to the corporation in this regard. And that's why I personally don't like it. Because companies can just sit here and be obtuse the entire time and just be willy-nilly with your money. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. But someone that can do something about it. Oh, hold on. Shit dipped. What happened? I don't know if he meant to leave. But something funny that did happen thanks to this entire debacle. That's kind of funny, all things considered. GTA 6 Intel on Twitter says Rockstar reportedly told Sony to remove GTA 6's branding from the PlayStation app after the disc controversy got too hot. Yeah, a lot of people have been making their opinions known about this situation, not just us. So Sony killed physical discs for all PlayStation games starting in 2028 of January. The backlash was instant. Politicians calling for regulation, which that is hilarious, and that's going to be one of the other things. That's going to be one of the other things we talk about. Everyone is putting their 2 cents on it. It is so fucking hilarious. Even
Sony
the government
just fucked up. When the government is coming in and asking for it, bruh.
Yeah, when fucking be right back, having connection issues. Fair enough. When fucking you got the Orange Man himself freaking talking like coming up to you and talking about quite frankly the situation with no more physical discs is fake news. We're gonna do something about that real soon.
If President Trump just calls and just puts out a tweet and says Sony needs to get their shit together. if President Trump comes out and just puts out a tweet that says, "Yo, Sony needs to put physical media back in the stores," just period, and just walks off. bruh, if you got the president calling you out,
Bro, there's been
you
only
done
one
royally
other.
fucked up.
There's literally been one
Yeah,
other
this is what I saw
time in
earlier.
recent. What happened, Jet? Jet?
Yeah, this was what I saw earlier.
The
That I was
Bluetooth
telling
device
y'all
is
about.
connected successfully.
It's fucking hilarious.
I don't like him
Oh,
talking to me like
true.
that.
Well, at least it's not the freaking cryptic ass lady. It's like the Bluetooth device is connected. But
Like, stop trying to seduce me, Bluetooth.
like genuinely. But there's been literally only one other time in very, very recent history where the government actually got fucking involved in gaming related like shit, and it was because of Destiny. You know who's connected to Destiny? These guys. So that's twice that you guys have fucked up so badly that the government has something to say. Like, what are we doing?
I didn't even realize. I can't believe I didn't notice it. Before this happened, when you booted up your PlayStation, it was a big GTA 6 promo thing. Now, nothing. Nothing.
It is again, it's just weird. The timing.
It's overnight. It's literally overnight.
Like, bro, we were able to see this cool graphic that I don't want to fucking sign in, bro. Can I just look at the other picture? No, I can't. Okay. You guys know what the other fucking like logo looks like. In fact,
yeah,
I might
GTA
look,
6 logo, yeah.
Yeah, I might look it up real quick because I don't feel like fucking logging in right now. But let me see if I can fucking find the graphic. Okay, here it is. I found it. Okay. I wanted to share that tab instead and not stop sharing. Fucking okay, there it is. Okay. So this is what it looked like before. This is the GTA 6 themed app icon. I honestly thought that it looked really cool and I was surprised to see it. But yeah, they took it away because fucking, and I'm convinced it's because Sony was on some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a little too convenient that they do this right after everyone's fucking getting on their case about it. It's a little too convenient. Could it be a coincidence? I don't know, maybe, but again, it's way too convenient. So, PlayStation's not done making bad decisions. They're about to freaking hike the price of PlayStation Plus again because.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. So after they just did it recently, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do it again."
God, they're killing me, man.
Bro, Don is like, bro, I just fucking got used to paying
$20
a month.
They just increased.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. How you gonna ask for more people, but you take the disc away? Are you serious?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. They take away their discs, and they're like, "Oh, you want to play
We're still
more
gonna charge you
games?
extra for PlayStation
You
Plus.
gotta shell out more money."
The console wars ended because both sides committed suicide.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
Bro, when you have a fucking gaming article starting out with something as fucking dystopian as gaming is in a tumultuous time,
like,
that's when you know it's bad.
This is
Like,
at this point, give me the Steam machine, man. I'm switching to
bruh,
PC.
Bruh, the Steam machine is a whole stack. Yo, the Steam machine, you're paying $1,000 for 500 something gigabytes.
500 gigabytes is wild for only $1,000. There are
500 gigabytes is nothing, yo.
There are handheld PCs that start you out with like way more than that, and that are cheaper than the Steam machine.
The 1,200 for 1,200 for 1 terabyte.
I'm gonna unfortunately have to go.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay.
So I am reaching my tired stage too.
I'm assuming y'all are
myself.
wrapping up the stream.
Yeah, we've only got a couple of things to go to, and I'm gonna try to quick fire them.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I might.
Y'all fun at the stream. I'm gonna go because I gotta be up in the morning.
All right, try to fix your Bluetooth device because it keeps connecting and disconnecting.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow him out, but I was gonna say, like at this point, might as well just go PC full time because
Well, yeah, PC is like it just infinitely become like the cheapest option. Like it's not even a joke anymore. Usually, it was something that some
Oh.
PC friends of mine said that I was just like, okay, it's not. You're exaggerating a little bit because it's more like the not post time, but the long term it's gonna be cheaper is usually what they mean. If you want like a really good, strong, high end device, you're gonna have to shell out some money. But now, not even that's the case. Now, not even that's the case. It's just cheaper overall now. It's just is cheaper. Like if you're not gaming on a PC, you're most likely spending more money than if you were. Like it's
Oof.
not even a joke anymore. Like which
Like,
is ridiculous.
oof. I just like man.
All I can say is Don, you have a PlayStation, so this is gonna be hitting you the hardest. All I can say is good luck.
I was gonna say, you know what's crazy?
And I
It's
was going to get Xenoverse 3.
Here's the thing. Something is gonna have to give because if this is new, this came out yesterday. Nobody's really talking about this because everybody's, throwing Molotov cocktails at Sony's doorstep, and rightly so. But this is like you mods keep thinking that consumers have no power. We can't. We do have the power, especially now in the social media age, bruh. It was the gamers that got pissed off about this first. Then then the regular folk got pissed off, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, no, something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. I feel like Sony is probably gonna renege on this or something like that, or augment it or something. Because they're not just gonna sit here. They're not gonna sit here and let this dumpster fire just take over their whole office. They're gonna do something to either to fix this or switch it up or something, man. Because this has affected people's bottom line. This is a viral thing that's been going on for at least a couple of days now. Like everybody and their mom is talking about this. But fuck them. I say let it burn.
Oof. If only, and hopefully, like, if there's like a strike or something, they'll, which the way that the media is going about it, they might go on strike. They might.
Yeah.
It's a high chance.
When you got, because here's the thing, they're trying to make money. They're already being sued. They're going through Sony's going through a lawsuit right now, a big one, because I think what is it? I think it's like the UK or something like that. The UK is somebody. The UK is accusing Sony of becoming a monopoly.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Which is ironic because there was the same thing that Steam was accused of. What is it, like a few weeks ago? But that case, but I don't know. I didn't really hear anything else about that case other than the fact that Steam was being sued for the same thing.
I
But now
didn't hear about that, but
yeah. But now with this whole thing with Sony, this is new, especially with the shit that Sony just stepped in right now, bruh.
yeah.
They just fucked up their case, most likely, because when you got like politicians and regular folk that are not gamers talking about this shit, bruh.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping that Sony need Jesus.
Absolutely, they do.
Man. Well, what can you do except make a change?
Yep.
Maybe someone will start like a petition or whatever, but when has a petition done anything?
Well,
I like to
no,
think that a strike or a riot can make something happen. So I say, let's show them.
we
I'm
already
fucking
doing
tired.
it. Yeah, get you some rest,
Tired.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, to the people watching, Doomsday spoilers ahead. If y'all are still going over that.
Yeah, we probably still will. That might be like the last thing we talk
Yeah.
about here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head to bed. So
All right.
y'all have a good one.
Yep. You too.
All right, take it easy. Okay. Okay, let's try to get through the rest of this stuff because I still gotta work today. But yeah, that was the basis of that. Um, the very next thing to share is that uh, PlayStation they're currently facing multiple class action lawsuits. The
Ooh,
lawsuits are based on
multiple.
the lawsuits are based on the accusation that PlayStation Store is a monopoly, which we basically kind of went over a little bit, so we don't have
Mhm.
to go over that again. I hope they fucking lose. That's what
Yeah, I
I
hope they lose it to you. Yeah, no, fuck Sony, bro.
like
Fuck
genuinely
them
like.
personally.
Yeah, and if it's, I mean,
Fuck
hey,
them personally.
let's shit on Sony a little bit more. I know you were looking forward to me giving my 2 cents on this. This is our
Mhm.
second to last thing to talk about today. So, Pirate Nation says Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney believes that AI could have helped Destiny stay profitable after a report said the game's biggest problem is the high cost of producing a constant stream of new content. If only some newfangled technology could come along and make it possible to overcome bullet point number one and enable games like Destiny to thrive. The report said Destiny was only occasionally profitable because Bungie had to keep making new content to retain players, which was very expensive. So he believes AI could ease that process for live service games in the future. No one listen to this guy. No one do what this guy says because if Sony doesn't end up bringing about the video game crash, this shit would. Sitting here and being like, oh, let's just make AI do all the shit that we don't want to have to do
Mhm.
to keep our game afloat. That's the answer to everything. The answer to everything is AI, right? Like,
Oh my god.
guys,
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of that, dude. I'm so sick of it. Like mods are using AI as an excuse to make themselves be even more lazy than they already are, dude. That's crazy work.
well, yeah, that is the insane thing. Like, people were already fucking like lazy without AI, and now they're just
Mhm.
like, oh, well, here's another excuse to be lazy. Like, bro, sloth is a deadly sin for a reason. Like,
Yep.
just sitting here and choosing to be lazy is not just it's not good. It's not gonna work out for you. But now we can finally talk about this, which will hopefully be the last disappointment of the night. So, Avengers Doomsday, full plot leak, breakdown, act by act spoilers, Doctor Doom's master plan, and Battle World. The fuck is Battle World? Battle
Oh,
World explain.
you'll
How did
see.
this even get leaked? That's what I want to know.
It okay. So these leaks, they came out like some months ago, and people heard about them, and all of us were just like, "What the fuck? There's no way they could fucking do this." Um, but no, this is real. Um, yeah, yeah. It says in the article, um, that 7 months before Endgame dropped, there were leaks that came out, and yeah, folks called it fake. But then when the movie came out, 90% of the leaks were confirmed, including whoever died and people died, and all that stuff. So same thing, and so it's not absolute like 100%, but I'd say 90% works.
Oh, okay. Real quick, I didn't see these comments. Um, Cosmic Paradox said, "I'm back. I zoned out while watching Minecraft Horror. Hey, I'm glad to have you back." And Dave says the president of France, I think, got pissed about the whole Sony shit, which makes sense.
When you piss off France, how the fuck do you piss off France?
Just make terrible decisions, I guess.
Crazy.
Like that. Like, how do you piss off the people that are kind of like just known for being passive? Like, bruh,
Right.
like they make good food and they leave everybody else alone. Like, fuck, man. But it says the leak should be. I think you basically explained why the leak should be taken seriously.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick look through all of this. Act one: the cold open. Deadpool, Wolverine, and the destruction of Tobey Maguire's Earth. So Avengers Doomsday opens not on Earth 616, but on the Sam Raimi Spider-Man Earth. I think I heard something about this before, about it basically starting with Toby's Earth being destroyed. World of Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. What appears to be a stunning cold open, we find Spider-Man engaged in a fierce battle with none other than Deadpool and Wolverine, the same duo from 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine. Here's the twist: Deadpool and Wolverine haven't come for a friendly reunion. They're carrying a planet killer bomb built by Beast. Yeah, the same Beast we see at the end of the Marvels. Mission is grim but logical within the multiverse's rules. This bomb must detonate on Toby's Earth because the two worlds are on a collision course. This is an incursion. One world must be destroyed to stop both from being obliterated. Then comes the devastating sacrifice. The remote detonator is broken. Someone has to stay behind to manually detonate the bomb. Wolverine makes the call. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine stays on Toby's Earth, detonates the bomb, and dies along with Spider-Man and the entire world. Deadpool escapes back to his Earth, where a devastated Charles Xavier watches the destruction in the sky, clearly haunted by what had to be done. With that shocking cold open out of the way, the title card hits. Avengers Doomsday. We cut to Tony Stark's funeral on Earth 616. So we're going back to the funeral. Interesting. So Steve Rogers returns. Oh boy. I mean, I heard that this was going to happen, but I don't know if that was a great decision. I really don't think it was.
Yeah.
The funeral of the Stones and Loki's warning. At Tony Stark's funeral, Steve Rogers is present, connecting with the heroes he's known, including Ant-Man, who he's discussed what's been happening within the quantum realm. Before Steve sets off to return the Infinity Stones to the proper timelines, we get a brief sequence of his journey, culminating in him traveling back in time with Peggy Carter. The film then jumps ahead in time to reveal that Steve and Peggy have a son named Jim. Oh, that's not good. that's not good. I can already see something. This is butterfly effect shit. Why did that happen? There's a knock at the door. It's Loki, and this version of the God of Mischief is the God King Loki from the Loki season 2 finale, which I haven't watched. Now Guardian of the Multiverse. He became Guardian of the Multiverse? Crucially, this scene appears to take place before the events of Loki's finale. Loki warns Steve that his timeline has been selected for pruning by the TVA, meaning it's scheduled for deletion, because Steve was never meant to exist in that timeline. Living there has caused a temporal anomaly. Loki offers a way out. He'll transport Steve and Peggy to the Fantastic Four's Earth, the world of Fantastic Four, for a Stepsville. Before leaving, Loki gives Steve a way to contact him. Act 2, the Fantastic Four Earth. Dr. Doom makes his move. Steve and Peggy, along with their son Jim, have now lived on the Fantastic Four's Earth for approximately 10 years. During that time, they've integrated themselves into that world's society, protected and worked alongside his powers that be. Then Dr. Doom arrives. He visits Sue Storm and Franklin Richards, and it becomes clear that these characters know each other. Doom is specifically here to speak with Reed Richards. What he reveals to Reed is chilling. Incursions are accelerating across the multiverse. Entire universes are collapsing, and believes the Fantastic Four's Earth is next. He has a plan to stop it. They must travel to the source of the problem, Earth 616, the main MCU Earth. Doom also asks Reed a pointed question. Is it possible for someone from another universe to live on their Earth indefinitely? Reed confirms it is. Doom then reveals that he believes exactly this. Someone from another universe has been living on their Earth, and that's what's causing the incursion. Using advanced multiverse scanning technology, they identify that Steve Rogers, Peggy Parker, and their son Jim are the anomaly. Their decade-long presence on this Earth has been the trigger. Rather than forcibly removing Steve, Dr. Doom, Reed Richards, and the Fantastic Four approach him with respect. Their message: we're not here to harm you. We need your help. Incursions are happening. Your presence here is contributing to the destruction of our universe and yours. Help us warn the Avengers on Earth 616. Steve agrees. The iconic Fantastic Four ship, which was glimpsed in Thunderbolts, breaks through the atmosphere of Earth 616, and Steve Rogers steps out to greet the assembled Avengers. The Avengers unite, Thor, the TVA, on the journey to the X-Men's Earth. What follows is a massive exposition scene as Steve Rogers, led by Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four, explains everything: the multiverse, incursions, Loki's role as God, King of the TVA, and the larger threat bearing down on multiple realities. All the MCU heroes present agree this is a team effort, and they must travel to the X-Men's universe, which is actively contributing to the incursion problem. Thor arrives late to the party, quickly recruited without being fully briefed. Steve pulls him aside for a private conversation, reassuring him about something extraordinary. Loki is alive, not just alive, but redeemed. He's now essentially God King of the multiverse, protecting it through the TVA. Thor is skeptical, but trusts Steve. Using Loki's contact device, the heroes open a portal to the TVA. What they find at the TVA is nothing short of a horror show. Every single person in the TVA is dead. The scene is described as violent and gory, and most shockingly, Loki himself is among the dead. His heart ripped out. Jeez. This is a massive chilling moment in the film. As the heroes piece together clues from the crime scene, the evidence points unmistakably towards Dr. Doom. His magical signature is all over the TVA. Why bring him back if you're just going to... Actually, I could say that about a few characters. Why bring them back if you're just going to fucking immediately kill them?
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Uh,
Keep going.
Meanwhile, the hero's journey to the X-Men universe is anything but a friendly visit. The X-Men are hostile, and a massive fight breaks out. Oh, this is where they're gonna fucking waste Avengers versus X-Men? Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Here's why. The X-Men have actually survived multiple incursions before, but by destroying other Earths. For them, incursions are inevitable, and destroying another world to save their own is the only known survival strategy. They trust no one will arise from another universe, assuming every visitor is there to destroy them. The leak promises this sequence is loaded with cameos and appearances from X-Men we haven't seen in quite some time. Okay, that's cool, but like, bro, this is messy. Act 3, Doctor Doom's true plan, the cannons, the betrayal, and the murder of Jim Rogers is first of all, fucking what? It is Reed Richards and Doctor Doom who eventually propose a solution that wins over even the hostile X-Men. Build massive anti-incursion cannons on each Earth. They'll push the universe apart and prevent the collision. Teams are divided up, each assigned to a different Earth to oversee the construction. Seems like the heroes finally have a plan until Steve Rogers confronts Doom about the TVA massacre. And here's where the Doctor's true nature and true plan are revealed. When confronted, Doom doesn't lie. He's completely honest, and what he says is jaw-dropping. His actual plan is not to prevent the incursion, it's to speed them up. By allowing all universes to collapse into one another at an accelerated rate, using the power he has stolen from the TVA, Doom intends to rebuild the entire multiverse from scratch in his image. He will create a perfect, unified world. He will save everyone. He will even bring back his dead family. The heroes are conflicted. As insane as Doom's plan sounds, there's a twisted logic to it. Doom suggests something even more unsettling. Steve Rogers joining the world all those years ago is what set off the entire multiverse-wide chain of incursions in the first place. Whether this is true or manipulation, Doom uses it to bring Steve to Latveria on his Earth, where his followers, masked witches, and warlocks await. These followers are so fanatical that even one impersonates Peggy Parker to emotionally manipulate Steve into sympathizing with Doom's cause. Then Doom delivers his most devastating blow yet. While Steve was away in Latveria, Doom's followers captured Jim, Steve and Peggy's son. And right in front of Steve's eyes, Jim is executed. Dr. Doom holds nothing back. Steve is left completely devastated, unable to speak, shattered by what he just witnessed. But why though? Why kill specifically Jim? Why not kill like fucking Peggy and Steve too? What's the point of bringing Steve there?
Keep reading.
The final battle, Odin's warriors, Doom wins, and the birth of Battle World. News of Doom's full betrayal has reached the assembled heroes. They know the cannons aren't anti-incursion devices; they're incursion accelerators. Every cannon that has been also why are they called cannons, bro? Every cannon that has been built on Earth is designed to collapse those universes faster. While Steve was in Latveria being manipulated and broken, the other heroes put it all together. They're marching on Latveria, all of them united against Doctor Doom. As the final battle begins, incursions are visibly accelerating across the multiverse. Planets crashing into each other, reality fracturing. Doom's cannons on every Earth fire simultaneously, sending catastrophic shockwaves across multiple universes. Entire multiverses begin collapsing upon themselves at an exponential rate. Thor, in an extraordinary moment, offers a prayer to Odin, and Odin answers, sending warriors from Valhalla to fight alongside the Avengers. The battle for everything is on. The Avengers have no way to win. Doom has stolen Loki's power. The power of a god king of the multiverse. The universe collapses, everybody dies. Everybody just dies. Okay. There's only one survivor standing in the new reality, God King Doom. He has created Battle World, a single unified world born from the remnants of every destroyed universe. It's one under his absolute rule. In Battle World, order must be maintained. Doom understands that to keep his new world structured, he needs one version of every person from the sacred timeline. So everyone, every hero, every villain, every character is resurrected on Battleworld, but their memories are erased. They have no knowledge of who they were, of the multiverse, or the war they fought, or of Doom's victory. They simply live on their new lives on Battleworld, believing it's always been this way. The final image of the film, Doctor Doom seated on his throne as the credits begin to roll. I'm not going to read the rest of it because it's just like takeaways and opinions, and I'm low on time. But like, bro, hold on. Freaking Day said some really interesting stuff. I think Battleworld, at least in the comics, is where a bunch of heroes got teleported to go against another group of enemies, and where Peter got the iconic black suit. Please leave Cap alone. He's already got dumb shit going on in Raw. Oh yeah, no. Cap is such like for whatever reason they decided to make Captain America the punching bag of this movie. I don't know
pretty
why.
much. No, that's not even the part that pisses me off. The part that pisses me off out of everything is the Tobey Maguire shit. You kill him in the beginning of the goddamn movie, number one, and you use Wolverine to do it? What the hell? What are they thinking?
I know they're trying to get people's attention, but it's like, bruh,
look,
they did this another way.
Look, no, they did this shit before with X-Men Last Stand when they killed Professor X in that movie, and they had to renege that. They did the same thing in Logan where they freaking killed Professor X. And the reason why I'm harping on them killing Professor X, I don't like when you kill off a character that people like, it's never good. It's never good. Unless, and especially when you want to do it for shock value, which is clearly what they're doing here.
Exactly.
Like, think about it. Out of all the people, out of all the Spider-Man that you want to kill, you kill this one?
And it's crazy because the thing is, they make all these shows, all these spin-offs, all these movies with all these other fucking characters and nobody gives a shit, and they know no one gives a shit. That's why they had to use characters that you know from other fucking materials of things that were good, like the original fucking Sam Raimi Spider-Man, which has nothing to do with Phase 4 and 5, and this Wolverine that they brought in from the Deadpool movies that did amazingly, that really don't have anything to do with Phase 4 and 5 either in the grand scheme of things, and you had to involve them to get the audience hooked. That is damn shame.
Think about no. Think about how nuts this is. They brought in Tobey Maguire, one of the things that let's be honest, that saved No Way Home from being, a mediocre Spider-Man movie. Right. When we saw Tobey Maguire, we lost our shit in the theaters. But then you have Wolverine versus Deadpool. I personally wanted a Wolverine movie that made up for Logan. Logan was 90% misery porn. Logan was 90%. Logan was. It's a great film, but it's 90% misery.
It's Tokyo Ghoul. Like it's just Tokyo Ghoul. Like, it's great, but it's like you're not there to have a good time or enjoy yourself.
Yeah, Logan, and I wish I had more time for this, but Logan is just it's a miserable movie. I watched it in theaters and I walked out being like, you know what? That was a one and done for me. I bought it. I bought it like when it went to physical media. I bought it, tried to watch it once, but I thought about the crap that was coming up again. I was like, nope, never again. They had to bring Wolverine back. They had to bring Hugh Jackman back and make give us a happy ending for Pete's sake, because Logan was just miserable.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm like, really? This is what you do? Bruh.
I really wish that I had more time to talk more about this. And honestly, what I might do is I might maybe talk about this on my channel, because I actually do have a lot to say about this. I gotta start getting ready for work. All I'm gonna say is, for now, and Dave makes a good point. I'm just gonna say they should establish
your mic is kind of cutting out.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, now it sounds better.
Okay, yeah. Maybe it's because I think I bumped it. But Dave says, I'm just gonna say they should have established Doom just being a complete mystery that then led to this Battle World stuff. They didn't have any leading up to him. Some of these fucking YouTubers online try to gaslight you into saying, oh, Doom was always there. Doom was always a part of Tony. Doom was always planned for the start. No, the fuck he wasn't.
Oh, they're doing that? Yeah, that's crazy.
There are YouTubers online that are trying to gaslight you into thinking that Doom was planned. Doom was fucking not planned.
No,
the next Avengers was going to be about Kang, not fucking Doctor Doom.
Exactly.
Stop lying.
Exactly.
And here's the thing. This movie was just, it is just going to be a giant reset button. It's an excuse to reset the timeline in the laziest fucking way.
Yep.
Like, I'm fine with the villain winning. I mean, fucking Infinity War is one of my favorite Marvel movies. But the thing is that Thanos was actually fucking planned and built up. Doctor Doom wasn't, and it's a shame. They basically ruined Doctor Doom because I don't give a shit that he won. I don't give a shit that he won.
Yeah.
It was just we're just gonna reset the timeline. This is the movie where we're gonna reset the timeline. The heroes can't do anything about it. Like, and I even kind of like the idea of Doctor Doom pretending to try to, like, you know, side with the heroes. But the thing is that fucking Mysterio already did that. So I feel like they really should have tried something else with him. You know, especially since Doctor Doom, I feel like, does not fit into that kind of, like, first of all, his name is Doctor fucking Doom.
Yeah.
How the hell did no one sit here and think, like, he calls himself like, unless he calls himself something else in the movie, that a guy called Doctor Doom, is it really a good idea to side or trust this person in any way, even if what he's saying is true?
I was gonna say I'm looking for a babysitter. There's a guy by the name of Victor Von Doom. I mean, do you think he'd be good with babysitting kids?
Like, he better just call himself Victor, and it's just like he better have a good reason for the mask. Like, maybe there's something wrong with his face, but other than that, it's just like this. It's stupid, and I think I might have to talk about this more in depth on either another stream on this channel, or maybe I'll talk about it on my own channel. I don't know yet. But you guys, that's going to be where I end the episode today. I got to start getting ready for work. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the Rooftop Experience, let me know down below by hitting that like button, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Yep, later.